Alright, everyone, welcome to Stones of Faerûn, our D&D 5th edition epic, played on Twitch. No, it's not. It's played on Roll20 and on Discord, and shown to you guys out there on Twitch, Periscope, YouTube, and now Facebook. Ha ha ha. So, we have for ourselves, first of all, big thanks to everybody jumping in on this. If you enjoy what you see or you want to learn a little bit more about the storyline in the background, it's stones.windjmusic.com to find it. You can also go to our various channels that we have. You can also jump into the Discord link, server. Link's going to show up on the screen somewhere underneath me here. And big thanks to those people who have also donated to the game to kind of expand it. You can do so at bit.ly/windjtip. And the reason why that's a big thanks is because tonight we're going to be using a map that was built using some of the assets that come from those tips. So big thank you. Yeah. I am the DM, WinDJ, and we kind of have our team. You guys can learn a little bit more of the storyline if you go to those to that website, but quick little jump into it. So our main group has met in the city of Flan. It's a port city on the north coast of the Moonsea, and they've had a bunch of different interactions there, including trying to capture lightning from gems, cleansing crypts, and also dealing with the a rogue element of the Black Fist, which is the guard in Flan, as they kidnapped a gnome by the name of Valona. Now, they saved Valona. She was impressed. She was also happened to turn out to be a member of the Order of the Gauntlet, and she kind of hired the team to go to the team, including Marisol, Autumn, Roman, and Surge, to go to Mountainholm to recover a lost artifact for somebody who was deemed important by the Order of the Gauntlet. And so off they went, and they stopped. One of their nights, they stopped off at a place called Castle Vathar, where they met Indani and Veltris, who helped the team liberate a couple of young Kenku from slavery. Indani and Veltris ended up joining the team, and they carried on their way out to a town called Mountainholm, where they met Quartzwall, who is the kind of the town master, if you will. Perhaps unofficial, not really certain. And the priest of the town, Dariel, and his wife Ilva, and their very energetic son, Eric. They stayed overnight, had a nice little camp out in Dariel's house before they went up to the mines, which they discovered was the problem that Mountainholm was experiencing. Mountainholm apparently having some problems with kobolds in their mines, and possibly that might be where the artifact could be found. The Quartz Speaker took them up the mountain, or was leading them up the mountain to the mines, kind of talking about how there's a possible fear of people or of dangers moving back in now that people weren't frequenting the trail anymore. And sure enough, some goblins showed up. They were dispatched quickly. Their corpses left sounding like geese. Feel free to tune on to check out the previous stream for that one. And Quartz Speaker continued to lead them up the mountain, and that is where we have gotten ourselves to, with Quartz Speaker kind of getting just close to a top ridge and saying, this is as far as I go. So, that's where we leave off. What do you guys want to do?
I guess we're just gonna continue going.
Sure.
How much farther does this path go?
So the path that Quartz Speaker has left you, or is kind of stopped at, and the path kind of hooks around a ridge a little bit. And he says to you, it's just around that ridge, a little bit out of view. Not my cup of tea trying to deal with all the kobolds that are in there. So when you're all said and done, you could come back down to Mountainholm to visit us at Dariel's place. Would probably be the best place to go once you think you've dealt with the kobolds how you think you're going to deal with them. And he kind of looks towards Marisol as he says that. But yes, it's just around the ridge there.
All right. Well, and you guys said that you hadn't found any of the other entrances the kobolds had made.
That's what Dariel said. He was the last one looking.
Okay.
Don't know where to even start, frankly. All I know is that they are very fond of their traps.
Yeah, they tend to be. Um. Hmm. Well, do we want to look around for other entrances, or do we want to kind of just, I don't know, take the bull by the horns and go in head first?
I see no harm in checking for alternatives.
Those traps, though, I'm a bit worried about that. But disarming them too would be probably best for everyone around here.
Well, if you are looking to look around a little bit,
Would this be a perception check kind of thing?
this one, it depends on how you're trying to do it. If you're trying to just kind of take a peek around, see what you can see from a distance, yes, that would be a perception. If the idea is that you're actually going to start hunting around what might be the entrance of a mine and be a little bit more particular about it, then yes, you would that would be more of an investigation kind of idea.
Well, this is kind of why I'm asking the whole party this is, do we actually want to take the time to go find those other entrances?
Is there any reason we need to rush?
Yeah, are we on a schedule here or something?
No, but
Having alternative entries/exits might be very nice.
We want to make sure that we're not going into a place that's just empty, since they cleared out as soon as they heard us set off one trap. So maybe we split up, cover some ground by ourselves, and if we don't find anything within half an hour, then we meet back here and go inside through the main entrance.
As long as nobody goes in before we meet back up together.
Agreed.
Well, yes, that would definitely need to be the general rule that if you are to find something, make a mark so we can find it again, but still meet up with the rest of us and not go charging in on your own. It will not end well, I'm sure.
What if
Alright,
we
so
let
who's
out,
going? Oh, sorry.
What if we let out a goose honk if we find something?
well,
Depends on how far away we are as to whether anybody's going to actually hear that or not.
I'm also
So,
dear.
technology.
Yeah, technology. Hey, to all those who are on the stream, apologies for that one. For some demented reason, technology decided it wanted to take a break. It's been busy, I don't blame it. Anyway, we're back in here, so we're splitting up. Who's going to be going which way, do you think?
As a meta note, maybe let's have some people with high dexes go with other people without high dexes. So if we have to check for stuff, that's if traps I'm expecting we'll have that sort of dex saving throw. So let's try to make sure people aren't Autumn's not having to do it himself.
Fair
Wait,
enough.
I only have a -1.
Okay, I'm going
Actually,
with
no,
Odin,
that's
then.
not even true. That's not even true. I have a +1.
Wow, how
Yeah.
Autumn is not a clutch.
90.
I very, very much am the only person in the party, I think, with a negative dexterity score.
Alright, well, who wants to go with who?
I'll go with Eldris.
All right.
So, Indani with Roman, because I refuse.
I assume
Fair.
two groups is more than enough.
I would say that's probably what you were looking towards doing anyway.
One goes
Yeah, just
right, the other goes left. We
Yeah, I
circle
don't think we
around,
need
meet up.
3 groups.
Okay, that's
Basically,
fair.
Okay, so who's going left? Who's
Left
I
is a
will.
bad hand.
Okay, so that is Indani, I think, said is going to go left, and Marisol, is that
No.
right? Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Marisol is going to go left. Who else is going with Marisol?
Are we going girls and guys?
I don't care.
Okay,
I mean, we can.
Okay, so
sure, why not? Just do it.
So girls are going to go Marisol and Donnie and Valtris. You guys are going to head off to the left. Autumn, Surge, and Sereth, you are going to head Roman, you're going to head sorry, reading screens. Autumn, Surge, and Roman, you guys are going to head off to the right.
Oh.
In Marisol's group, who's going to take point on this search?
I only have +1 to investigation.
Okie doke.
So
I have a
not
negative to my investigation.
I will do that then, so I at least have a +2.
Okay. So then here's what I'll do is I'll ask Marisol to do because you're gonna have help. I'm gonna ask you to do an investigation check with advantage. And then in Autumn and Surge and Roman, who's gonna be taking point on that one?
I'm very good at finding things.
Whichever of them two has a higher investigation. 'cause I
It's
know
I'm
it's
not
him.
good
me.
at noticing, but I'm good at finding.
All right.
I'm a charisma rogue, not an intelligence rogue.
Okay.
Well, I
so
guess.
then,
Yeah. Well, he does that. I'll make sure that there's no kobolds around with a perception or something like
Thank
that.
God. Thank God.
okie doke. So then let's
I was
go
gonna
with.
say, and Donnie would be doing the same with her group. She'd be kind of just watching their backs.
Okay, Autumn also with advantage.
Woo.
Yes. I can. I'm the opposite of Autumn. I can notice. I can't find.
I can kind of notice, can't find.
Unfortunate.
Alrighty, so let's see here. What's going on with my screen so as I can't see the things. There we go.
How did
That's
the
better.
Whiz character get a higher
Alright. How
investigation
very
roll?
interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so as you guys kind of round the ridge, Quartz Speaker, who has now actually started making his way back down the mountain, was obviously not misleading you. You do see the entrance to what must be the Quartzwall mine, which is the mine that Mountainholm populates. There's a lot of mining equipment sitting in an obvious state of disuse. You do see some lanterns on the side of the tunnel leading in, but none of the lanterns are lit. The tunnel leading into the mine slopes down and out, so to the point where you can no longer see what's beyond, basically just the first about 10 feet of the entrance from where you're standing. But you guys can see that see that entrance very clearly. So with a nod, Marisol leads around this about the same level of the mountain for quite a distance, as does Autumn. It takes you a bit of time to make your way all the way around to a point where you guys can actually start seeing each other, but you do get a good solid distance away. Autumn, you don't really notice much more than just the rocks and some of the conifers that are growing out of the rocks. Not really finding much along the lines of depressions or open mouths of inside the mountain or anything along those lines. Marisol, on the other hand, you kind of lead around. It's almost as if you were being called by the mountain to find something. You do happen to just kind of drop down off of one little ledge, and as you drop down, just behind a rock that you just dropped down over, if you hadn't actually stepped off that rock, you would never have noticed it, but there is a very small entrance right beside you that seems to go it's very thin, or maybe 3 or 4 feet wide, and that's it. That goes into the mountain. So you have found what you think might be another entrance into the same places, but it's very subtle.
All right. Well, we know how they got into the mine then. The rock that I just stepped behind, is it like something that looks movable?
I was about to say, does there appear to be any large but manageable boulder that several of us could move?
Well, and in this particular case, no, the rock that you would have moved off of or just stepped off of, it is sizable. It's basically a chunk of the mountain it's an outcropping more than anything.
Okay, but are there any other large boulders that look as though if we combined our efforts, we could potentially move in front of this little entrance?
You could probably try an investigation check to see if you can find something. And at about this point in time, as you're kind of looking around, you're going to start to hear a little bit of movement coming from your left, which you immediately assume is probably Autumn and Serge and Roman.
I don't like to assume.
Roll a perception check.
Oh God, no, I assume it's fine.
Yeah, you're pretty certain that they're about to pop around the corner any second.
You need Roman to make that stealth check first.
Are you guys trying to move quietly? Nobody said that. All right. So
I don't think a Roman could if he tried. I have disadvantage and a -2.
Alrighty. So, investigation check if you wanted to find a rock to try to block that with.
Would anyone else like to make the roll?
I only have a +1, but I can try.
Alright. Let's see it.
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
12?
A 12?
Okay. You're able to find a whole bunch of outcroppings that are very much firmly affixed to this mountain, and some rocks. You could spend enough time and find a bunch of rocks that, around head size, depending on the size of the head of the species, I suppose, but about head size that you could stack up that you think might block it, but it's not going to block it for long. Chances are whatever you would find here would probably just be easily knocked out of the way anyway.
I mean, do we want to spend the time if it's only going to slow them down for half a second?
Yes.
Looks like you found something.
Oh, hey, oh, you can be useful. I found an entrance. We need to seal this off in case they try to use it, because it's definitely kobold size. Do you have, any spells that could, I don't know, compact the rock or something? Please have mold earth. Please have mold earth.
No, I don't really, not really where I specialized.
Well, that's useful.
Do we even know if this connects to that cave? It could be just a hole in a mountain.
It
I
could
gesture
be, but
for him
if
to
we...
go in.
It could
Kind of
be,
lean
but
in.
You lean in?
what is the harm in ensuring that if it is not just a hole in the mountain, it is not their escape route?
I elbow in Donnie. We could just lock him in there,
Alright. Are you so you're looking in? Throw me a perception check if you are, Autumn.
Hello?
Oh, there you are. There you're back
Hello.
again.
Oh,
Now I
gosh.
can hear you.
I don't know what's going on. Okay. I said yeah 3 times, and I was really confused.
Okay, Autumn,
I'll
yeah.
roll the perception, yeah.
Perception, here it comes.
Woo!
Now, it
Oh,
seems...
God.
Oh, I was supposed to roll that advantage, but whoops.
That's all right.
It didn't
That
matter.
Didn't matter. Lovely. All right, so you kind of take a quick little peek in, and without
It's very dark.
It is dark, and even with your dark vision, you look straight. You look straight ahead, and all you see is wall. You look down, and it just kind of disappears into this depth of black.
I don't think it's going to cause us problems one way or the other.
Still not taking the chance.
You can spend
I
some...
will. Yeah, I'm gonna however long it takes, whether I have help or not. I'm gonna put just a sizable pile in front of this.
And Donnie will definitely help.
Okie doke.
Viltrus will
Oda
help as
will
well.
help by ritually casting Unseen Servant.
So yeah, you just sit there for the first 10 minutes of them doing all this, and then you help.
Yeah.
So he's
Well,
sitting.
yeah, kind of.
So Autumn.
I was
sits
gonna say,
down.
does he even actually help, or is he still just gonna sit back and let Unseen Servant help?
Oh, it's just going to be the Unseen Servant doing the work.
Yeah.
So you guys begin to kind of hunt around not Marisol, in who was it? It was Undani. Undani kind of points out some of the boulders that that they think is going to work, and meanwhile, Autumn kind of plunks himself on what he thinks might be flat, starts drawing geometric shapes out on the ground, and after about 10 minutes, the hole, or what you think, the hole is approximately half full, and then suddenly you all notice a rock floating. It's not even a big rock. It's like it's a fairly small rock. It's I'd say it's about the same size as one of those mugs that you get at Starbucks. It's not very big, and it's just kind of floating its way over towards the entrance, and it plunks itself right there on the pile of rocks you've already started.
Does someone want to explain that?
I shake my head. Casters.
It's magic. What did you
I
expect?
feel like there's a party-wide, all of a sudden, all heads turn to Odom as he's sitting there on the ground.
Currently writing notes in his book, so he doesn't even look like he's paying attention at this point. I've done my job.
Another stone picks up.
I look between a rock in my hand and Autumn, and I'm so tempted to throw it at him.
I mean, you threw one at him last session, and
That
then
was
something
me.
came out of the
That was me.
somebody threw a rock at Odom, and something came out of the ground at him. So
Oh no, that was me too.
yeah, that was
Oh, it
that
was
one was
you.
Marisol.
Yeah, that's why I'm hesitating.
Marvelous. So it takes you a little while, but you do eventually get what you think is a plugged hole. You don't know whether or not it'll hold, but it's now plugged, or so it feels.
All right, well, that's taken care of. Anything on your guys' side?
No.
We didn't see anything.
All right, then guess we head
Back
inside.
to the main entrance, I suppose.
All right, question.
Yes, go for it.
Who's going in first?
Viltress can head in first, since she's a little more tanky. Or at least
Actually, Velthus, I appreciate the offer, but could I go in first?
that's fine.
I want to give these people a chance. I don't know what they're up to, but I'd like to prove a point here if possible.
That's fine by me.
You can.
How
you
large
can
is
follow
the
her.
entrance to this? Like, do we have to go single file?
Well, you guys make your way all the way back around. You go Autumn's way because he says it was really easy to traverse, and you believe him. And it turns out that you're pretty certain he didn't actually step over a single rock. He managed to find himself the most roundabout way of getting around. But he gets you guys all the way back to the front of the entrance, and the entrance to the tunnel itself, it's around 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall, so it's a fairly well opened up entrance. And considering this, the height that Quartz Speaker carries about him, it's not much of a shock that they definitely have hollowed out 10 feet worth to get people in and out. But there's also a large number of materials like wagons or carts and things like that are obviously in disrepair and in disuse, but they've all been sitting out in front of that mine. Kind of gives you the idea that might be those might be tools they would want to get in and out, and so they would need that space.
So we do rows of 2.
Okay, so
That makes
Marisol
more
and
sense.
Veltress takes the lead.
I'm good with that.
Odin would
Right.
like to be in the middle.
And Donnie will take one of the back positions to keep an eye on their 6.
Okay.
Roman, you want to be in the middle or the back?
Wherever. Probably the middle.
All right.
Because
Then I'll be in the
cleric
back.
Things, but
Okay, so we have Marisol and Veltress in front. We have Autumn and Roman in the middle, and Indani and Serge in the back.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. And just to be clear about this is again a bit of a meta moment. but we haven't quite reached level 3 yet. And so all of the hit points that you guys are currently looking at your sheets for are still true. You have to hit your long rest before you actually do your full level up. You're ready for it, I know that, but you haven't actually leveled up completely yet. So,
We got it.
as you start entering, so the Quartzwall mine's entrance, as you kind of start getting in there, Marisol, you can see this, and actually Veltris, you can too, because you both have dark vision. It descends for a little ways. Kind of keep walking in for the first little while. It just seems to go off into the darkness. The walls are smooth stone. There's a packed dirt floor. But as you go further and further in, the walls become a little bit more uneven. The dirt becomes less packed and more like gravel. There is no light in here. There is a little bit of noise though, and every now and again you can hear the sounds of kind of some yipping, like small pups, like like puppies. You also are noticing something about the smell in the air, but the smell has a little bit of a touch of brimstone kind of sense to it. So this entrance tunnel leads about 100 feet down, and it's at around that 100 feet mark that you start to see you're about 60 feet away from, before you find about 40 feet in, 60 feet away from you, Marisol and Veltris, you start to see it kind of open up into the walls are kind of disappearing on either side. Are you guys doing this quietly, by the way?
Yeah, I prefer to do it quietly.
Okay, everybody roll a stealth check for me then, please.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's see it.
See how
Oh,
bad
dear.
this gets. Wow, I rolled better than some of the Dex people.
Yeah.
Oof.
Hi, welcome to
Okay.
playing with me. You will always feel good about your rolls because I roll like crap.
Are you the Will Wheaton of our team here? Is that who you are? Okay, good to know. All right.
I feel like we have 2 of those because I roll a lot of natural ones.
No,
I
I
think
don't
it-
roll a lot of nat ones. I just roll consistently low.
Yeah,
Well,
I roll
so do I.
semi-consistent nat ones.
Your general group stealth check is relatively consistent at around a 13, so that's okay. That's good to know.
Wait, doesn't Veltris have disadvantage?
With your breastplate, you do not have disadvantage.
Okay, I didn't know what armor she was wearing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, good to ask. Yeah, so you can see the walls open up on either side. Carrying on.
So why are we sneaking?
Want to get swarmed before we have a chance to approach them?
I usually find it better if you want to talk to someone to not surprise them first.
We'll raise our hands and say we come in peace if they catch us.
All right.
I expect there'll be something flying at us before we get that chance.
So pressing forward.
With all luck, it'll be bags of gold.
doubt,
Yeah, I'm
but-
good.
Okay.
That'd be a
I don't
story.
know what you've had to drink, but I don't think it's going to be bags of gold.
All right.
I expect arrows in glass bottles.
More
As you
reasonable.
say that last one, Roman, Marisol and Veltris both kind of going in tandem. I need you guys to both roll for me a dexterity saving throw.
Speak of the devil.
Of course.
Nice.
Okay, so Marisol, you feel it underneath your foot first, that the gravel is no longer as strong as it should be. You grasp at Veltris, who steps down just as you're grasping at her, and she steps down, and what was at one point in time seemingly gravel reveals itself to actually be gravel set up across a tarp. Veltris almost falls in. Your dexterity save of 23, I'm letting that happen. You pull Veltris back, but it comes crashing down in this very loud tumble. you look down as to see what was underneath there. There's a whole bunch of shafts, spikes poking up from in a pit that's about 10 feet tall that the tarp is now kind of draped across. And you look up. And now, actually, I need to look something up here real quick, make sure I give you the right information.
Pleasure working with you.
Marisol, you hear a bit of a spring from something in front of you. I would like you. Oh, I lost it already. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the right information here so I do it properly. I would like you to roll for me. Actually, let's see if this actually works first. And it is in here. Oh, I think I'm talking to myself. That's bad.
No.
Nope.
No, we can still hear
Oh,
you.
you saw that? You saw that short bow attack?
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
no, you're talking to yourself in Roll20.
Yeah, that sounds right. There we go. Okay, so so this arrow comes. You hear the spring, and an arrow comes blitzing off the ground in front of you. Just kind of goes between your right leg and Veltrus's left leg, and it just seems to have come from that open cavity out in front of you.
Well, shit.
Well,
I get the feeling we are not welcome here.
Whatever could have given you that feeling.
You good, Veltrus?
Yeah. Thank you.
Keen eyes are good for something, at least. All right. Even if we have to drop the surprise attack advantage, let's keep our eyes out going forwards.
Okay. I would like you to roll a... if you're going to try and get across this pit is covering the entire width of the tunnel. So you can't just easily step across it. It's about 5 feet wide. So you'll have to jump across it. It is 10 feet deep.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, it's 10 feet wide. Sorry, my bad. It's 10 feet wide.
So, has it been an hour since I cast Unseen Servant?
No, it has not.
Okay. Could I just have my Unseen Servant go across holding, I don't know, the end of a rope?
You could certainly try that.
Is the Unseen Servant actually going to be strong enough to support one of our weight on the rope?
Oh, no, I plan to have him, just pin it into, the floor or something.
I could
All right.
shoot a rope across with an arrow.
We don't even
Into
need that. I have a
what?
grappling hook.
What are you going to attach the grappling hook to? We're in a cave.
Isn't there a chasm above us that a rocky outcropping could be? Because I'm assuming that arrow came from something. So
it did. It came from something a little bit lower than you.
Okay.
I was just gonna shoot the arrow into the top of the wall of the little pit we've got.
Oh. So you're
How big of a jump is this
10 feet.
that we have to make?
10
It's a
feet?
10-foot jump across?
It would be a 10-foot jump
Yes.
across.
Okay.
Actually, is there anyone with strength less than 10?
No, mine is exactly 10.
Then I think we're all able to just long jump this safely.
Probably.
With,
Talk about
5 feet
stuff
of...
in the wind.
Yeah.
5 feet running speed, running start. I think we got this.
Enough talk. I'm just jumping.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay. I get the feeling I'm gonna fall.
Oh no.
What is the actual ruling for long jump?
The ruling for long jump. Let's see here. I haven't looked at that forever.
Movement, jumping.
Jumping. Your strength determines how far you can jump. When you make a long jump, you can cover a number of feet up to, scroll down. Where is it? Where is it? Jumping. You can cover a feet up to your strength score. As long as you move at least 10 feet before you jump.
All right.
I'm gonna jump last. Someone please be prepared to grab me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna literally just make
Yeah,
it to the end.
because Indani has exactly enough of the width of the
I'm gonna-
pit.
Her strength's
Oh,
a 10.
yeah, which means
Yeah,
she
so-
can jump 10 feet.
So you would just barely make it.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm saying someone be prepared to grab me, because if I land on the edge, I don't want to go over backward.
Same
I'll
for Odin.
catch
Yeah.
you. I'll catch you.
There's-
I'll catch you guys.
There's a few of us who have that ability.
Wait, your strength is fine.
Mine's the exact same as yours.
True.
So
I momentarily forgot what you had negatives in, okay?
dexterity and intelligence.
Jump. You got this.
Okay, I'm jumping.
Alrighty. So you guys jump across. We'll say that for the sake of discussion, you guys just jump across. As you jump across, you are now very close to the opening, and you get quite close to the opening. Serge, you're the first one who's jumped across, and you do also hear another spring sound come at you.
Oh god.
Drop.
And loading, and
These spring sounds, are they sounding like a bow
They
or
are.
an actual spring?
no, they are sounding like a bow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not exactly a trap. There's somebody there just out of our eyesight.
That's about right. So
Yeah.
you do all clear the jump, but as you get into right to the edge there, Surge, to kind of make enough space for everybody else to get the full jump across, you hear that spring, and it hits the wall beside you.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can tell where exactly that arrow came from down
Yeah,
there?
sure, go for it.
Me too.
Who is me too? That was
Dirty 20!
The surge.
okay. Yeah, and Surge, go for it too. You guys being the first ones across, I think we'll say. So Surge, you were able to tell that it was pretty close to, like, if you were to go almost straight on from across the whatever opening this is, because you can't see in here, right? You don't have dark vision?
God.
Once again, you needn't remind me.
Okay, so you don't have to. So all you could tell is that it kind of came from, if the tunnel would have kept on going, it would have come from that general direction. In Donnie, you could tell that on the opposite end of this opening, this area that has opened up, you can see, first of all, there is a cart in the middle of a mine track that's basically going straight left and right across this room. There's also what seems to be a pile of rocks beyond the cart and a switch off to the right-hand side, and on the other side of the mine cart. You're pretty certain it either came from either behind the cart or behind the rocks beyond them, or beyond the cart.
Okay, I'm going to knock an arrow
Okay.
and stand guard, because if someone has to look around any of those things again to shoot, I'm firing back at them.
Okay, so readying your shot, basically, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, can I see her doing that?
You definitely can. You're right beside her, and you also have dark vision.
And Donnie, wait. Remember talking this down? If we start firing before we even have a chance to see them, they're going to attack us.
We are
They already
already
have.
under attack.
And with that,
2 shots that haven't hit any of us.
We don't know if that's on purpose or because they suck.
bring. All right.
Oh,
Marisol.
God.
Let's see here. So this one goes to, this one's going to go to Indani. That's, and then this one. Now, before you guys mark these down, just hang on a second. Okay, so Marisol. I'm going to get you to do me a favor, please. Let me just pull it up here again.
Jump in
Right.
front of Autumn. Gotcha, boss.
I would actually like you to roll for me 1d10 plus your dex mod plus 3.
It's a strange number.
It is.
Yeah.
It says it's rolling. There we go.
Aha! Okay. So, Marisol, you hear the spring and immediately you leap into action and are able to see the arrow. It's almost as if it's in slow motion as you see it. It's definitely going straight towards Indani. You reach around Indani and you actually grasp the arrow before it strikes her. And
Oh,
Indani,
damn.
Indani, you turn and and the arrow is basically touching where your nose would have been had you not realized what was going on.
Good God.
So Marisol, you just use your first deflect missiles.
Well, I'm very okay with that.
On the other
Didn't
hand,
even cost a key point.
on the other hand, Surge did get a little bit of a shot to the arm. So 6 points of damage to Surge.
My first damage of the game, and it's not even in combat.
And
Yeah. Well,
I'm not
you
kidding.
hear, "Yip, yip, 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 yip," and then a couple of tumbling sounds come from behind the rocks that Indani and Marisol can now notice as well. And really, Roman can see it as well. And so now we're going to shift you guys into the map so you can kind of see
Okay.
what we're looking at. Go all the way to the bottom. That's my hint for you.
Whoops. That's Zoom.
that's a big map.
It is a massive map.
Oh, God.
Okay, then.
Fantastic. Now, of
Okay.
course, my question being, when those two shots came flying, did I happen to see anyone peeking out to make them?
Perception check. You can to see if you could see something.
Oh, God.
No, you didn't see anything. All you know is the general direction that the arrow came from, and the general direction of the sounds were the yipping sounds that you heard were in the general same space.
Can I do one thing before we roll initiative?
You can certainly do. What are you thinking?
I want to cast light on the arrow that Indani currently has knocked.
You're gonna cast light on that arrow. How
Yeah, we can't see
marvelous.
shit. So,
Oh!
at least Surge can't see shit.
Okay.
I have that spell. Might as well fucking use it.
Okay,
I
so you
love it.
now Indani's got an arrow knocked, and you cast light on it. All right, so
Yes.
we're
Make
gonna
sure you
give
put it on the feathers and not that arrowhead.
That's the spell description for light.
Alrighty, so it is 20 feet by 20 feet. Marvelous. Bright light. 20 feet. Low light. 20 feet. And there. Does that improve the things?
I mean, for me, it doesn't. I don't see a difference because I have dark vision. But
I
Surge.
see a difference.
Yay! Okay, cool. I can't tell because I
can
see everything,
see.
right? So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All right, so light is now cast on this, and it now just kind of brightens up the entire space. And it does. It actually brightens up that whole space. You can now see very clearly to the rocks on the opposite side. And now that that has happened, I will say that you just see something kind of dip out of view about 15, maybe 20 feet past those rocks on the opposite side. You also see very clearly that minecart, the track, and going to your left and right, the switch on the opposite side. You also, now that you have this light going there, are now noticing there's a wheel, a very large water wheel on the opposite, right beside you. You're not entirely certain what it operates, but it's definitely a fairly significant fixture in the room.
Interesting.
And the sounds stop. You don't hear anything anymore.
If you would like to try your "We Come in Peace," may I suggest now?
I snap the arrow I caught over my knee, and I'm gonna walk out into the area.
Okay.
Raise my hands, and just
Oh, that's cool.
speak to the room at large. Look, we are big and scary and carry many weapons, but for a change, I want to talk. So if we could lower at least the bows, you don't have to come out of hiding, but just if you're willing to listen, just can you make some noise that lets us know?
There is no response.
Look, I get it. You need a home and probably want some cool shit too, but look, I don't want to have to slaughter your people, okay? Like, I get it. Monsters need to stick together and all that.
Roll a
Is there
perception check,
any
Rachel.
chance? Okay. Perception, not persuasion?
Perception.
Okay.
As every time you stop, you take a break to breathe or just kind of start up the next sentence, you also put your ears out to the room. There is no evidence of any sound or anything breathing or holding its breath even. You can't hear any shuffling. There's nothing in this room. Your voice is just going out into the expanse.
Well, talking to myself works fine too. I'll lower my hands, look to the group. All right. I still want to keep trying this, but if they shoot again, then do what you have to do.
Do you think they even understood what you were saying?
I mean,
kobolds
Don't
are
they
an
speak common?
intelligence race.
How should I know? I've never seen him before.
There is a chance they do not speak common, but it's low.
I mean, would you know what they speak?
From what I've read, I believe it's a bastard language of Draconic occasionally.
Oh, well, that works good.
I don't know if it'll translate one-to-one, however.
If I speak slowly, do you think they'll understand?
Autumn shrugs.
Might as well try. Surge is snickering.
I glare at Surge. Okay.
Well, we are now faced with a decision. Do we go forward where we heard them, or off to a side?
Normally, I'd say following them would be the best course of action, but with all these traps lying around, I feel like it might not be.
So if we put ourselves in their shoes, they expect us to follow and come into their traps, yeah? And what?
Quite
That's not
likely.
Autumn. That's not Autumn. Give me 1 second.
Oh, and he mutes himself.
All right. Sorry. They expect us to follow them. If we want to show that we are not hostile towards them, perhaps waiting for them to return and just try again. Obviously, with the added hindsight of, oh, they tried to fuck us up once, they might try again.
How long are we gonna have to wait here for that?
Oh, who the fuck knows?
I hate waiting.
I'm not sure I like the option of sitting here, where we can be swarmed from 3 directions.
I mean, we can be
4 if we
swarmed
missed
from
an
3
entrance.
directions if we walk through any of these tunnels. 4, technically, they could come behind us at that point.
It's 4 even now if we missed an entrance.
Right?
Veltris,
If-
you've been quiet. What do you want to do?
I don't really know.
We were sent here to get them out.
We
I
can
do
do
not
that.
feel like sitting and waiting to see if they come back is an option. It is equally as likely that they will not.
Serge suddenly stands up a little straighter. What if they're just running out the back door that we found?
Then haven't we completed our task?
Not if they come back.
We need
Yeah,
to
I
make
did-
sure that they're gone if they are. So, honestly, I think going forward is our best option. Not necessarily directionally forward, just into the mine.
So, left or right?
Flip a coin.
We go right. You never
Well.
choose left. Left is the side of evil.
You get a very arched eyebrow at that.
It's a trope in villains.
You're getting
Armed
a
Most
crossed.
most
You're
most
getting a blank stare, actually. Like,
most villains tend to be described as wielding swords in their left hand. It is therefore the left is the evil. It's a quick way to notice something before an author outright tells you.
Indani is going to very quietly, but not so subtly, tug back on the arrow in the bow in her left hand and give this dwarf a bit of a pointed look.
Autumn
You're
is
not
oblivious.
You're not wielding a sword. I'm gonna look at Indani and tell her, you don't wield a sword normally.
All right, so you guys have free reign of your tokens, by the way. You're not in initiatives. You can move them as you see fit in this area. When I see something get into a place where you might be concerned, I'll let you know. Let me know if you're being stealthy, if you're looking around, and what you're looking for in particular, if there's anything.
Autumn wants to hop in that cart.
I was thinking the exact same thing, not gonna lie.
All right.
Oh, God.
So, hopping into said cart, you do notice that it has free movement. You can easily move it around. It's not locked in place.
I
Right.
just look to the group happy as can be.
Which way is down?
Interestingly
Thank
enough,
you.
everything is pretty level here. Nothing has actually descended much at all yet. But you looking off to the left and right down the tunnels that the mine track goes down, it appears as though as they go around the corners, the track might actually descend a bit.
I mean, we could just push the dwarf in the cart and see when he takes a plummet.
I'd rather keep him alive.
All right, so which way am I getting pushed?
Not getting pushed at all. You can push the cart.
He's in the cart.
Doesn't
I
have to
get my
stay there.
unseen servant to start pushing me to the right.
All right. You and your unseen...
It's very slow. It's very slow.
It
He's
is
not very strong.
super slow, yes, indeed. Now, was I smart enough to... I was smart enough to turn that into a token. How spectacular. So, you move a little bit
Squeak,
to
squeak,
your right.
squeak.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Yeah, definitely. It's not quiet by any stretch.
Alright.
But you do start
That's all you get in response, is just this big ass sigh.
Okay. And
So many face palms.
Okay, here we go. Keep it on going. Another little bit of a distance.
If
And-
you come upon a downgrade, I may not be able to resist.
I'm gonna
helping
start helping this invisible unseen servant that I don't understand is there.
Okay, you feel a bump, and the unseen servant, you can feel it kind of shift to your right a little bit, so you take the left-hand side, and your arms, you feel that it's really weird having your arms crossed with nobody, and yet somebody. So you guys make your way around the corner. I'm not going to twist the minecart in the picture here, but as you get around the corner, you are no longer having to push so hard. It is definitely starting to go downhill. And Autumn, you now notice, because you have the vision to see it, there's a very sudden stop at the end of this tunnel. You look down, which it descends a good solid, at least one stair level kind of thing. But at the very bottom of it, you see there is a very large rock blocking the rest of the way. And the cart is now carrying on, whether you want it to or not.
I just hang on tight at this point.
All right, you're barreling down.
I've committed.
You're barreling
You're not
down.
even going to try and get out?
I feel that's a more dangerous option for me.
You're going darned fast. I need you to roll a... Are you actually going to try and get out, or like you're getting fast and this is not stopping? It's going to hit this rock. Are you going to try to get out, or are you going to let it go?
How steep is this?
It's steep enough.
You're
that
going down the stairs, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm fine. I'll whatever. I'm just gonna hang on. This seems fun to me.
Okie dokie.
Isn't it once he reaches like where the end of this map is, he just plummets?
Well,
No,
or
he's
does
going
he-
to crash
or does he
into a
just hit-
rock.
Or does he just hit a rock?
He's going to crash into a rock.
he's going to crash into a large boulder.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad. I thought that there was an actual drop off.
No, this thing's like made of metal. Like this is a minecart. They're able to take some damage.
Okay, yeah, but
He'll
what
be
about
fine.
you?
Minecart might.
Yeah,
You take a lot.
Minecarts
you
don't
have
have
any-
It'll
seatbelts,
be-
though.
It'll be fine.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure everyone is watching to see you get hurt at this point.
Yeah, you guys are
I
all
can't
kind of
see
watching
it
at the
this
top.
far.
The cart
Yep.
slams into the boulder and just absolutely obliterates. Autumn, you get launched, like it's almost like it kind of does a catapult of you into the boulder. And as your face hits the boulder, you can feel the pain and the rubbing against your cheek. You take 6 points of damage from falling. Well, and you're currently muted.
Yikes.
Muted.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah, so you take 6 points of damage.
Yeah.
This card is no longer. And the boulder didn't... you felt like it might have actually had enough give to do something.
All right. Dust myself off.
I'm gonna walk down there because even if I can't see it, I heard the crash.
Oh yeah, you definitely heard the crash. It was loud.
I'm currently like looking
Is
over
the
the minecart.
light from my arrow not enough to light up that down there for you?
Yeah, I can't
not from where
see that
you
far
are.
on the map.
Not from
Oh,
where you are
oh.
yet. It's only got
Oh, well.
about 40-foot distance, so it's just... Autumn is just barely out of your vision, I think, right now.
Before anyone actually comes towards me, I'm also going to be feigning like just absolute pain and misery.
All
like
right.
Something's gone horribly wrong.
So
As long as
Serge,
you're making noise, I can find you.
Oh God!
So you're...
I...
You can't see Autumn, but you can you can't see Autumn, but you can definitely hear his caterwauling.
I will just walk up to him wherever he is and try and like grab him by the shoulder and haul him to his feet.
I'm like currently just on my knees, like messing with the remains of the cart.
All right.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Joke. Jokester
That-
much?
Was quite satisfying.
Jokester much, Odom?
You've never rode a minecart before, have you?
Can't say that I have.
And unfortunately, I don't think today will be a day you do as well.
Not with it looking like that. Not
So
that I think I'd want to after all the... And I do air quotes because I forget that he can see them and I can't. Pain, air quotes, pain that you experienced.
Yeah. It was horrible. Oh God. We should probably head back.
Come on.
All right, so you guys start making your way back up the mine shaft or this mine track.
Sure. I
Leaving
am
the cart
pointedly
behind.
walking. I am walking behind Odom, very pointedly.
Is it pretty obvious to at least to Roman that Odin has been completely faking his pain?
Roll an insight check.
I mean,
Do
you see,
we need an
if you
inside
can,
check for that?
if you can actually see Autumn,
Nope, I don't understand any of it.
You're pretty certain Autumn is fucked up.
Yup.
I mean,
Oh.
his nose is probably bleeding, so like
Yeah.
he did
Yikes.
faceplant into a rock.
I did say it at the beginning
guess
of
we
this.
gotta
I roll
amputate
a
the
lot of
nose.
natural ones.
That's true.
Amputate the
No.
nose.
If Roman looks overly concerned, and Donnie's gonna be like, he's a dwarf. They have thick
No, he
skulls."
doesn't look overly concerned. He just, depending on how that roll went, I was gonna do something completely different. But
You can't see his
I
face
can't.
anyway.
I can see his face just fine.
Yeah, he's got dark vision.
Oh,
Yeah, it's on-
I meant
yeah.
in
It's only
Indani.
search.
I have dark vision,
No,
I
my
meant
face.
you can't see Roman's face to see if he's concerned.
I suppose. Yeah,
It's covered.
Be behind me, but
yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, that was not clear.
It's okay. All right.
I was
so you
gonna say
guys-
it's like I can.
So you guys are making your way back up the mine track then?
Yes.
Okay, go for it then.
Come on, dwarf, get ahead of me.
Yeet.
Yeah, so you travel comfortably back up the track.
Having realized that Surge can't see in here, and Donnie will keep the light near him.
How
Yeah.
long does that spell last?
An
Oh,
hour.
less an hour, so
Yeah,
you got a
some
little
time.
while.
All right.
I could help Surge by casting something on him, but I'll wait.
You're not gonna do that because you're just
I'll
being
wait.
a jerk.
No, I'll wait, because there's already one active. I might as well let that one
Fair.
finish out before I
Fair,
cast
fair.
it again.
Alrighty. So, Veltris, tell me about how you're moving around through here.
She's just slowly walking, looking around. Planning on just stopping here, maybe peeking around the corner and waiting for everyone to catch up.
Okay, roll a perception check for me then, please.
I don't notice anything.
So
Hey, look, another hole.
so as you're kind of looking around the corner, waiting for everybody else to show up, it's dark. It doesn't seem like it descends again. You're kind of looking for the next boulder to block this track. As you're waiting, because everybody else is taking their time getting to you, you do actually sit there long enough to notice a tripwire that's kind of going across the track there.
Alrighty.
It's right around here for the ping.
Be careful, guys. I found another trap. She is not one for
What is-
disarming them.
Can we leap over it?
Yeah.
Well, if it's just a tripwire, we should be able to step over it.
About fanfare.
Perhaps, because we've already, alerted everyone to our cause as those two, presumably two. We didn't see more than two. Kobolds scurried away. They probably already alerted everyone. Perhaps it is better to just set off the trap and get to a safe distance.
So they know exactly where we are. They can track everywhere we go.
Oh, because they don't know exactly where we are right now?
There's a glowing arrow right next to you. And there was just the sound of a minecart crashing into a boulder. I think they know we haven't moved very far.
People don't know how to ambush worth crap.
I mean, that probably would have helped if we didn't try to talk with them immediately.
Can I try and walk up to this wire and slice it with a dagger or something?
You sure can.
Autumn standing behind the wall back here.
Very pointedly, reaching out with one arm. So the arm is the only thing that's within a foot of the actual wire.
And Donnie's
Down on my-
standing there holding the arrow out so you can
So that's
You can stand 20 feet back, woman!
yeah, that's going to be about where you'd have to be to make that happen. You good with that, Serge?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. And
Don't die.
yeah, so you do a very long-bodied reach out to cut the tripwire, and you do quite easily cut the tripwire. As you do, you can see a chunk of the roof in front of you just basically drops, and just massive. Again, the great big gravel sound as it just kind of tumbles. Dust kind of plumes out from it. It's obvious that would have hurt if anybody was underneath it, but and very definitely obvious that it would have alerted anything nearby of your presence. Injured from it. There's a little bit of dust in the air, and that's pretty much it. There's also the mine cart probably wouldn't have made it through that side either.
I don't want to hear one comment about the left being evil.
I mean, which one had the trap? That's right.
And which side did you go barreling down face first into a boulder on?
That was his own stupidity.
Didn't have
At
a
least he
trap.
wouldn't have died on that side.
With the roof having caved in, is it passageway still like? Are we still able to get through, or is it like sealed off now?
With the roof, no, it's easy still to traverse it. It's only about a 2-foot pile of rubble, so you can easily get across it.
Okay.
Onward.
Okay. So you start stepping up over top of it. Serge, looks like you're leading the way. Serge, I'm going to get you to roll a perception check with disadvantage, please.
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
Can I help to make that at least?
I don't think that extends the perception checks very well.
Unfortunately, not in this one. With disadvantage, you are still able to sense, not by sight, but by sound, some kind of chittering sounds. And you can hear, for a moment, you hear it from the right, and then you hear it from the left. And they have slightly different pitches on either side. A little bit higher pitched on the right, a little bit lower pitched on the left, but there's definitely some chittering sounds.
I will draw my other dagger. I want to listen, see if I can understand anything that's going on here. Because, I mean, I was told these are intelligent creatures, so they clearly speak a language.
What languages do you know?
Common and primordial. I am not smart.
Okay. Well, it sounds rather unusual to you. You feel like there could be... it could either be some sort of like bird or lizard type chirping, or it could just be actually something communicating. You can't tell. Marisol, you do know Draconic?
Yep.
Okay, so you are hearing in Draconic short phrases like, "Are they here yet? They keep talking so loud. Shh. Do we get somebody? Shh."
Are we going forward?
I hold a finger up to my lips and then whisper to Roman, "That thing you do where you make voices louder, can you do it in here, but like not so loud?"
They're talking again.
Thaumaturgy?
I can try. Yeah, is that a thing that I can do? Can I control the volume of thaumaturgy?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, because I think the spell, the actual description says 3 times louder, or just a booming voice.
No, it says up
What is
to 3 times louder.
Up-
Oh,
If it's
Okay.
up to
Yeah.
yeah, you totally have control over it.
I thought it was like you just were a loudspeaker or quiet.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no, your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. Yeah, I can do that.
Nice.
So can I.
Can I cast that on somebody else?
No, it's
no.
a self spell, I
Range
think, right?
itself.
Yeah. So only
Range
you
of
can.
self.
You can only do it on yourself.
Yeah, for voice, it's
Okay.
only for yourself.
Okay.
For not yourself, it's like causing flames to flicker or change
Yeah.
color.
Yeah. Because in Target it says see text, which isn't really an answer. So
Yeah, no, it's self there.
Yeah, but yeah, anything
So,
that
yeah.
affects something on a person, it only affects you.
Okay. So yeah, I have the ability to. I then do have that ability to change at least my voice.
I think you should get somebody else.
You saying that in character or?
Yeah. No, I was replying to you.
Well, damn. If I said some words of Draconic to you, could you speak them a bit louder for me then?
I can try. I
Okay, cover.
can't say it'll make any sense.
We only need a few words.
How are you with languages in general?
Pretty bad. I know Common and Celestial.
Perhaps I can try then. I speak multiple languages. Not Draconic, but I do have a knack for languages. Speak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
My
you
rogue
can
still wins out.
You can do the booming thing too. Perfect. I'll say in Draconic, I know you're here. We still mean to just talk. We'll come out with our arms. We can. You don't have to come out of. Fuck. I need to make this shorter.
Peace.
We want to
Please
talk.
do.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so
it. We want to talk.
Idani will do her level best to repeat the pronunciation she is given in a slightly louder than normal voice.
Okay, so I'm going to get you to roll a performance check then, please.
Of course.
Is there any way we could help?
Maybe I should have
On
done
this?
this.
Because I
That's
also
why I
know
asked
Draconic.
you.
Oh, okay. Marisol, it most definitely has a very common inflection to it, but it definitely sounds like it could be understood by Draconic people.
I give Indani a thumbs up and smile weakly.
Oh, shit. Down. Somebody's got a... Crap, they know us. They could talk like us. How could they talk like... I don't know. Shit. No, shh. I said shh. And then it goes silent.
This is the time I wish I had some like a noisemaker where I could just throw something out in there and have it like make a really loud and obnoxious noise to scare the shit out of them for no reason. But I don't yet.
Autumn in Draconic is gonna just kind of like yell down the hall here at this point. We come in peace. Hope for the best.
One of them says, "Should we tell Felifurix?" What? No, shit. Shit.
I'm gonna do something dumb. I'm gonna walk out with my
Can I
hands
grab her?
You're a good few feet from me.
Okay, I want you to quickly roll a persuasion check then, Marisol. 4 arrows come flying at you.
Yikes.
Alright, let's get those arrows up here.
Wonder when she's gonna take the hint that talking isn't exactly in their forte.
This is gonna be it, because once those arrows come, like I said, Indani's been waiting for them to shoot again, and that was gonna be her cue to start firing back, so.
Well,
No,
we
I
have
knew Indani was ready. I'm talking about Marisol.
No, but that's
We
what I
have
mean.
two-
This will be the hint, because Indani's gonna start shooting back whether she likes it or not.
guys. We
Yeah.
have 2 broken bows.
Oh my god!
Does a 13 or a 14 hit you, Marisol?
None of those hit.
None of those hit. Okay, so.
Describe how I do this.
Okay, so first of all, one arrow aiming specifically for your chest totally. You actually are able to kind of twist yourself away. As you twist yourself away, another arrow that was coming at you goes wildly past your head and sticks the other guy across the way. Crossfire was not in their favor. The three.
Oh god.
So you already have one down.
Oh.
The other two. Let's see here. Another one comes firing at you, kind of glances off the wall behind you, and another one you hear the arrow actually seems to kind of get stuck on the string of the bow. And the thing looks really frustrated at it, and you actually are able to notice that the string was apparently strong enough to split the arrow while it was knocked. So
And Donnie's just dying quietly.
now you get to roll initiative.
All of us?
This is all. Yeah, all of you guys can, because you'll all hear the arrows and just a bunch of arrows come flying across.
And the one scream.
My question becomes,
Okay.
because I've technically had my arrow knocked
That
and
is
ready
true.
to fire this entire time, do I get to fire off one shot before initiative starts?
The problem is where you are, you don't see anything to fire at, so I'm gonna say no.
That's true. Okay, fair enough.
All right. So.
Stop.
Are you yelling at your cat again?
Yes.
He's trying to eat my headset cord, and I'm like, if you kill that while I'm in game, I will.
Oh my goodness.
No, don't. No, God, that's worse.
This is live on
You
It
are
sounds
Facebook.
like you need.
You are
It sounds
a
like you need to
very
start getting
technical
everything
difficulty.
wireless.
Yeah. Okay, so Valtris, we're rolling initiative right now, so jump right on back in on that, if you don't mind, please.
What am I going to do with you?
It sounds like you should just, get everything wireless.
Yes, but then I put things places that I think are very smart and clever, and
Ooh,
forget
nice
where those
roll.
clever places are.
You don't have to put them away. You can leave them where they are. It just means the cat doesn't have any cords to kill.
Okay, so Valtris, from kind of
I can't
around the
leave them where
corner.
they are.
Veltris, from around the corner, you see Marisol kind of step out into the open, and then just a whole bunch of arrows come flying. You kind of see her do a bunch of dodges. None of them actually hit her, somehow. But it's obvious now that there is a battle there. So it is now your turn, Veltris. What do you do?
Alright, she's going to move up to Marcel.
Okay. Ooh, too far.
That.
Give me that.
And I'll cast Bless
Ooh. Okay.
on me, Marisol, and Serge.
Okay. Bless. Let's find a really good symbol for bless. Thought I had a halo in there at one point in time, so. This'll work. No, I don't like that one. I'm gonna go like this one instead. There we go. That's the better bless one. And Surge. Okay, you guys are all blessed.
And that'll be it.
Okay. So you do see in this space, you do see 3 kobolds just kind of lined up on the one side. They're looking a little wide-eyed. Marisol, it is your turn.
I sigh, crack my knuckles, and run at this kobold right here. And I'm going to do typical martial arts things.
Typical martial arts things, okay. All right, so come on, machine.
I imagine both hit.
The first one does, the second one does not. So, but
Okay.
who is your target?
The guy right in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like run up, grunting, and like just full on my knee connect with this kobold's jaw.
Well, it's the spear that hit.
Tobacco. Oh fuck.
Sure,
Can I say for the flavor that it's the knee?
go for it. Sure.
Knee hits their jaw, connects with the back of the cave wall, and then I'm going to reach up around, go for my spear, and like I'm guessing he like falls dead at my feet before I can even like hit him.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, I'm good for that.
Actually, hang on. You're blessed, right? What does the blessed do? Does that give
Yes.
does that add a D4
Should
to
be a
her attack?
D4 to all attacks.
Yeah, roll a D4 real quick to see if your unarmed strike still hits too. Because you are also in melee with another one that you could utilize. It does hit. So, with that D4 added on, you can actually take that second strike and actually stick the other kobold right beside you.
Okay. I'll just make like a wide slashing arc with my spear and catch him upside the shoulder, I guess.
There you go. You catch him before more than the shoulder. You actually end up getting him right in the jugular, and he ends up kind of spritzing out across the back wall behind you and collapses. These are very small little kobolds that you're attacking right now.
That's all for me.
Okay, Roman, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna, I guess, move up to here. That way that there's still some room for people to get past me.
Okay.
And I can see this guy just barely.
Yeah, you can.
So, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Because I'm
Okay.
using the only spell I ever use.
Alrighty. One wisdom saving throw coming up. He
It definitely fails.
he kind of looks at you as you come into view and makes perfect eye contact with you and just looks completely dazed already. And you're like, sure. And then you go and sort of told the dead. He just collapses. He doesn't even grasp at his ears. He's just already done. And that actually ends
Yikes.
your initiative at this point.
Well, that was fast.
Staples, that was easy.
If only they took our offer for peace.
Alrighty.
I give one ceremonious honk as I enter into the room.
Honestly, this goose honk thing is just a humiliation tactic now.
Is that what you did on him? Is you made them honk?
No, just one ceremonial honk as I walk in.
Okay. Marisol,
I
roll
feel like we need to
perception
get a
check real quick.
soundboard for it.
Actually, hang on. Autumn, you understand Draconic too, right?
Aye.
Okay, both of you guys roll a perception check. Okay.
Oh, baby!
So, Autumn, in Draconic, you hear, what the fuck? Are we being monkeys? Shh.
So, they know we're here.
You heard that from this general direction here.
Yeah, at this point, pretty sure that's obvious.
We can make one more attempt at peaceful negotiations. Tell them we killed these men, and we are more than willing to do the same to them if they would like to, keep their lives. I mean, I have no problem with them living.
Enough with the peaceful negotiations. They clearly want nothing to do with that.
I mean, that was before we killed 4 of them. But by no means, I do not think they are a threat. If this room is of any indication. There were 3 of you who walked in.
I smile weakly at Autumn. Pick up a kobold corpse and begin walking down the way.
Okay. All right. So you now have a kobold corpse in your hands, and now right there. Pause there for a second, Marisol. I'm gonna bring you back for a sec, because right there is you actually see or get, I should say, Hang on one sec. I just got to get this. You hear a spring just as you kind of come into view there, and then two more as well. Or sorry, one spring as they come in there. I got to find that real quick. It is. Okay, dexterity save, please, Marisol. And Autumn, considering where you are, you too.
Sure.
Okay. So actually, no, Autumn, you wouldn't have needed to. Sorry, that's my bad. Let's
Perfect.
see here. So,
Even
despite
better.
the fact that you were carrying this, oh, actually, that would have increased your AC. That's a, you know what? I'm going to take that down by a half and then a half again. You kind of had this corpse being held up in front of you. So that's 4-2. You're going to take 2 points of damage as a very well-powered trap is sprung. You can see across the way what looks to be a kobold hiding behind a couple of rocks. And the bolt its aim was perfect and true, and it managed to actually skewer the kobold you were carrying as well as a little bit into you as well. So you take 2 points of damage on that. And Autumn, you don't actually take any, because Marisol blocks you. You also have...
Do I see the kobold as well?
You don't, because Marisol's in the way.
No
You
problem.
also are suddenly swarmed there, Marisol, by two other kobolds that were hiding around the corner. And they... Oh.
Do I have enough time to like do a thing?
What was the thing you were planning on doing?
I would like to hold my spear up, both in like a threatening gesture to the neck of the dead kobold, but also like as a pointing thing. Hold it up so that the other two can see and speak in Draconic to them, growling. I did this to all four back there. If you want to leave with your lives, you vacate now and you do not return.
Roll
Or
an...
die.
Roll an intimidation check. Okay. That is enough. Hang on a second. I gotta think about how they would respond to that. They kind of look back and forth at each other for a little bit. Yeah, okay. That's what they're going to do then. They're going to tear off in the direction of the mine track.
Doesn't
Can I
quite
still
feel like fleeing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they look like they might be fleeing.
They do look like they might be playing?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going with the corpse. And get up about here and then fling the corpse into the room because I can see these four kobolds. And yell, "You're next if you don't go now," in Draconic.
Okay, so you fling it in. There's the dead corpse now. Okay.
I honk when it hits the ground as well.
Okay, and they all say, you actually see a couple of them chitter to the left, or to your left, which is actually to the top, of course, on the vision. As you do so, Autumn, you're not there yet, so you don't get to see that yet. They don't seem to be moving much more. They seem to actually be getting prepared instead.
We tried.
Draconic. This is your last warning. I will put my fist through your head if you don't go.
Jesus.
Roll perception check.
Blinded by rage, guys.
Yeah, you can't tell anything about what they're saying, but they're most definitely talking to each other.
Can I try a thing?
You could try a thing.
I want to use thaumaturgy to make harmless tremors for the next minute.
Ooh. Harmless tremors. Okay. Let's see here.
Can I also do something at the same time he does that?
You can try. What were you thinking of?
Oh, I want to make some harmless sensory effects, such as a shower of sparks, but in this case, like lightning bolts kind of thing behind
Okay.
Marisol.
Okay.
Kind of give her that nice, terrifying presence.
Thank you, because I don't have the full orc advantage on
Okay.
intimidation checks.
All you guys start to feel, and actually everybody out in the hall in this space, you guys can all feel the rumble a little bit underneath you. You're pretty certain that they can also feel it. A little couple of sparks of lightning come out from behind Marisol, and they say, "Shit, just throw him!" And they 3 of them lean in and toss into the room. Let's see here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go with, I'm going to get Marisol. How far away is that? Yeah, Marisol, and to roll for me 3. Oh no, that's not you, it's me. You need to tell me if this hits you at all.
Not the slightest.
Okay, how about this one? And how about this one as well? What the heck? What's my... You guys are lucky I'm rolling so badly tonight. Okay.
Yeah, no, none of those.
Okay, so you see 3 flasks kind of get launched by these guys at you, and they don't make it as far as you. They all kind of land 5 feet in front of you, kind of make you want to take a step back a little bit. But as the flasks hit the ground, each one of them explode in flame. Definitely leaving a bunch of smoke in the region. A little bit of glass kind of shards spread out around your feet as well.
I sigh, ball my hands into fists, and look to the rest of the group and say quietly, "Get them."
Oh my god, hang on. I've been muted this whole time.
Oh god, what were you doing?
I got all excited because I also have thaumaturgy, and I wanted to do something a little bit in turn with the earthquakes and the lightning, but
let's build it in and see if that would make a change. I can go and edit things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. In Infernal.
Ooh, fun.
At 3 times my normal speaking voice, Indani is going to boom out from this rumbling, lightning crackling. You were...
You were warned? Is that what it was?
Yeah, but in Infernal.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically she's just screaming demonically at them.
Marvelous. Yeah. So yeah, that still wouldn't have changed their reaction, unfortunately. But it's great flavor. I love it. So I think we should roll initiative.
Yeah, saddest initiative of Marisol's life right here.
Oh, God. Ow, what?
Hey, you still go before I do.
Saddest initiative of most of our lives, it seems.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like,
That's
hang on.
Absurd.
I rolled a nat 20 for my initiative last time around. Not that that's
Boom,
useful
people.
whatsoever as a cleric.
All
Honestly, I
right.
feel like as a cleric, you want to go last.
You do, but
Yeah.
we'll do
Like, as
some
much
top
as
of
it
the round
sucks going
healing.
last,
Guys, my rolls.
What?
Uh-huh.
No,
None of us are complaining about that.
My
No, it's fine. It's fine.
rolls.
Please don't complain.
Yeah, we're complaining why?
All right.
I'm not complaining. I'm just in awe at how low everything
Everything.
is.
The world is so low right now. Okay, hang on. Let's get this all up in a place where the streams can see the things. There we go. We're gonna say, There we go. That's much better. Surge, you're the first one up.
All right. This may prove problematic.
Because you
All
can't
right, so
see... And Donnie, you don't have that arrow knocked anymore, do you still?
I
Yeah, because
believe
I didn't
light
take
would
a
have
turn last
dissipated.
initiative.
Okay, fair enough. So you still have
Would
that
light
arrow.
have dissipated
Still
by
I
see
now?
still, yeah, I still have that arrow.
Yeah, no, light wouldn't have dissipated, but Bless has.
Okay.
Has it been
Can
a
I
minute?
Yes, it's been a minute.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can I see any enemies from here?
Not from where you are at the moment, no.
Well, where do I need to go to see them? Because I've literally been around the corner this entire time.
Right, you kind of get the sense based off of where Marisol and Autumn are looking, that they're looking off to the right, and you're down along the mine track area. Yeah, kind of where Roman just kind of showed.
Oh, wait. That showed up on your end?
It sure did, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if
Oops.
it
I
showed
meant to
everybody
hide
else.
that, but it's alright.
Okay, so that is, what, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet of movement so far.
Actually, it's 30 feet. That's
Oh, is that 30
as
there?
far as I
Okay.
can. Yeah, you
Okay,
didn't see me move the first bit, so I guess I'm gonna take the dash action.
okay.
2, and I can't go any further because I can't see squat. So I guess I'm just gonna sit there and knock an arrow.
Okie doke.
Wait till my light bearer gets over here.
So, Surge,
That'll be a while.
5 minutes later.
Surge, you actually feel a lot of energy right now. You feel like that was almost no movement at all so far. You feel like you could take another bunch of movement if you wanted to.
Okay. Can I guess if I can't see anything, do I have any indication of where an enemy might be at all, other
Nope.
than people looking in a
Marisol
general
was
direction?
pointing with her spear, apparently.
Yeah, Marisol's pointing with her spear, so you kind of get the sense that if you were to basically swing around the wall, you'd probably hit something. So you'd move
All right,
10
well, I'm not-
feet further, 10 feet further to your right past that wall, down the track, and then swing to your right, you'll probably hit something.
All right, in that case, I guess I'm gonna draw my rapier and go. I'm sorry, I'm not meaning to take forever.
No, that's fine. I gave you a curveball
All
on
good.
purpose.
Okay, so like right there.
Yeah.
I love how I can't see anything on the map and I can't use other senses because I'm not actually there.
So,
Anyway.
but you can roll with disadvantage. It's disadvantage because it's dark, but
I
You
am
can roll,
fine
yeah.
with that. I am fine with that.
oh,
Oh,
God dang it.
darn it. I am gonna say you just strike. What was it you're striking with your rapier? You just strike your rapier
Yes.
against the wall, but it kind of glances off the wall. So you definitely found where the end of the wall was and where the room would have opened up, but you didn't feel any flesh that had come in contact with it. You've just used your
All right.
first bonus action dash.
Sweet.
Welcome to Rogue.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty, so that takes us to a. Okay, let's see here. This one is going to be. Let's see here. Let's go with. Marisol, I don't think
shot,
a
good
4
shot.
hits. Does it?
Not at all.
Yeah. Marisol, unexpectedly, an arrow comes flying directly to your left and kind of streaks across in front of your eyes. From your left to all the way to your right and kind of hits the wall down here. So it shot from this general direction here and ended up hitting the wall over here.
I barely blink at it.
That brings us to Veltris.
I think she'll probably. Oh wait, look how far away everything.
Yeah, so the creatures are around 45 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Surge is around 40.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
I just wish I had ranged options.
Spiritual weapon?
Downside of being a paladin.
That's a cleric.
no.
Oh, right. Sorry. Duh.
Uh,
Brain.
she'll
It's
just
been a long day.
take a dash action and get next to Surge.
Okay, doke.
Wait,
Yeah.
what about your regular movement? Weren't you already standing next to me?
He was, yes, but sorry, she was, but she had that was 40 feet of movement. She's only got
I see.
30 to begin with, so
I see.
yeah, you are definitely in range of things now.
And actually,
Do you have bonus actions you can use?
for spells, but don't.
Don't burn your slots. This won't take long.
Yeah, I have one slot left anyway, so I'll save that for right now.
Spell slinging's my healing spells is at least my thing.
So that's
Yeah.
it. That's it for your turn then?
Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be it for my turn.
All right. So being as you're the first one that came into vision for this person here, this kobold comes in to attack you with a dagger, Surge.
Bring it.
17 to hit.
Actually, I think that does hit me.
Okay. So that's going to be 3 points of damage. It
All right.
kind of steps around, and while you're kind of looking around in the dark, he manages to kind of get you kind of on the tricep. He manages to hit your arm, but only barely, really, and kind of it still slashes you a little bit. Get you feel a pretty good sting on your arm.
Ow.
That brings us to Marisol.
I can see this guy over here, so I'll run up over here and go for the usual attack.
Okay. Yeah, they both hit. Oh, yeah, they both, like, feel free to describe that one.
I kind of just like don't even blink as I just silently dash over here, and just like take a leap off the rock and just like throw my spear at the guy. And then when I run up, I just rip my spear up through his skull from where it landed in his throat.
All right. So, yeah, as you're running up, you hear, ah! And then that's pretty much it, because you skewer him and pounce him. As you're running by the way, that kobold looking thing that looked like it was from behind the rocks there, you realize it probably was a kobold at one point in time, but it is not a living kobold. It was like a decoy of some sort.
Okay.
Okay. That ends your turn?
I think I saw movement, so I'll move back here, and that'll be my turn.
How much movement do you have?
40.
40 feet of movement? Yeah, you have that much movement. Totally. Yeah, okay, go for it. So that brings us to these ones. So this one, both of these guys are actually going to take swings at Veltris with daggers. And they're both with advantage because they are with each other.
Rude.
So the first one is a hit with a crit, and the second one is, I'm sure, also a hit too, right?
Yeah, very rude. Much ouchies.
And so you take a total of 12 points of dagger damage.
I'm down.
Oh God.
Yikes.
Yeah. 12 points of dagger damage as they kind of both swing at you at different parts of your body, and so you can't really figure out which one to parry, and you end up missing both of them. And that brings us to so you're down. That brings us to Indani.
Okay, she is going to run up here and fire away at this one.
All right.
Hang on. Oh, interesting. Okay, actually, no, I don't wanna. Hang on, let me read this real quick.
No worries.
Okay, yeah. As bonus action, I'm going to use. Oh, wait. Do I have my spell slots yet?
Don't you get them at level 2?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do get them at level 2, so you
That's
don't
right.
have spell
Okay.
slots yet.
What?
Huh?
Wait, what?
We're
If she's
level
level
2.
3 ranger, or if she's all ranger, then she should have spell slots by now.
Okay, hang on a
I
second.
was gonna say.
Is that what you are? You're all ranger? Yeah, hang on. So give me
Yeah.
1 sec.
She
you should have
literally
something.
can't multi-class, Wendy.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I don't have the stats to multi-class.
Oh, that's right. I suppose not. Hey, okay, that was not the right screen to
I
bring
have
up.
really shitty stats.
Let's
That's a yikes.
see here. There we go. That's the one I want. So you have, as a ranger,
Only
second
have-
level. You have 2 spell slots at first level,
2. Okay.
and you only
So
know
I'm
2
gonna
spells.
And 1 extra.
Wait,
Hang
at
on.
level 1, I thought rangers got spell casting at level 2.
Yeah, so
That's
she's
what he
level
said.
2, so
Oh.
she's got 2 spell slots, and she knows 2 spells
Okay.
so far.
And I think I had one from. I don't know. I don't think. But anyway, I do have Hail of Thorns, which is a bonus action,
Go for it.
which is what I'm going to cast on myself. And ooh, sweet. And I'll do that before I fire my arrow.
Okay, I need to see Hail of Thorns. That's
Oof.
a new one for me. I don't see that one often. Hail of Thorns.
I can post the.
Sure, that'd be great. So next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack before the spell ends, the spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect, the target must do a saving throw, and every creature within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Okay. 1d6 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Okay, fun. That's kind of
1d10
cool.
piercing damage, so they'll take 9 if they fail the save.
Okay, so here we go. Who is
And
the target?
I rolled the one right in front of our poor downed Feltress.
All right,
no.
And
so
it's a 16 to
Oh,
hit with my
no.
longbow.
It's okay, it won't kill him.
okay, so Veltris, you have one failed failed death save now, please. Surge, you need to do a dexterity saving throw, and so do 3 of my kobolds.
I rolled that at disadvantage, but it's a 17.
Okay, would it be a
You pass either
disadvantage?
way.
Would it be? No,
And
you'll see this
I
anyway.
know that. It was accident, Wendy.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, you'll see that anyway. So, I want to go with. Where's my saving throw? Dexterity saving throws for my kobolds. Ding, ding, and ding. Not at advantage. Apologies. It's going to be the 9, 5, and 8 on the front of that.
That's DC 10, so
Yeah, so they all fail.
womp womp.
You definitely succeed, Surge, but it was a half as much damage on a successful one.
Correct.
Okay, and I'm going to ask Indani to also roll a d4 for me, please.
Okay. And the kobold I shot at took 10 piercing damage.
Okay,
And I roll a 3.
so the kobold you shot at took 10 piercing damage, but you also got this Hail of Thorns, so I'm going to ask you to roll a d10 for that as well, please.
It
That
already
was
rolled
a
it.
9. Yeah, but
Or-
it put it up there as a 9.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Right, gotcha. Okay, so 9 points of damage. Oh, my word. So, Surge, you take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
My 3 kobolds
Sorry.
all definitely got blitzed. They blood spewing all over the countryside because of the massive amount of thorns that come hailing down on them. That was effective.
Yes, it was.
Alrighty. And
I didn't
Dani,
get
is
to
that
do
your turn?
anything in the last bit, so I was like, I need to do something.
All right.
But yes, that will end my turn.
Okay.
Also, that middle kobold is currently the one with the glowing arrow sticking out of it.
Oh,
Oh,
good
yeah.
point.
Point.
He is currently semi lit up.
I better. I will update accordingly. Oh, I lost somebody.
Oh, somebody.
They're back.
So are we saying he's lit AF?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh God.
You know what? We
He's
wouldn't
lit
have
after
if
all
you
that green.
wouldn't have if you hadn't mentioned it.
That's hilarious. All right.
I'll see myself out now.
One glowing lit as F kobold. There you go. Okay, so that'll end in Donnie's
What
turn.
was
It
the
is
D4 for? I'm curious.
it didn't actually end up doing anything because everything was already dead before it could do something. So it's
Oh, okay.
you don't know. Roman,
Fair
it's your
enough.
turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move up to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my bonus action to Healing Word Veltris so that she's no longer dying.
Okay.
Where is that spell? There it is. So,
You are
in
back.
welcome to the land of the living.
Love it. Okay.
Yay!
I can also barely see this one.
Yep.
So thankfully, all of my spells are saving throws. Because he needs
okay.
to make a wisdom save now.
Oh my gosh.
Just thinking poor Veltros comes back to life and has all these thorns you gotta pick up.
I cannot roll for anything. I only hit one crit so far. Okay, whatever. So yeah, he not even really fully aware that you're there. You can see it just kind of start screeching. Does your bell make sound that everybody else can hear?
Oh yes,
Okay.
I think we said that earlier that it does.
Okay, so yeah, Serge, you do hear the bong. It doesn't bother you because it's not like immediately close to you, but it seems to have this massive effect. And the head basically just kind of crumples, like he just tucks his head into his chest and then falls.
I shudder, but keep standing.
All right, I am running out of kobolds. Autumn, it is your turn.
Do I see any kobolds currently standing?
Currently, you do not see any standing.
Cool. I grab my quill and I'm jotting down notes as I walk forward.
Oh my god.
I'll go up to here, I guess.
Okay, you still don't see any
Any
kobolds?
chance I can grab him as he walks by, clearly not paying attention to anything?
I mean, yeah, probably.
You have not used your reaction yet.
I have not.
Boop. Huh?
Could you maybe watch where you're going instead of walking into something?
I mean, it looks like the threat has been dealt with.
Don't know what's around that corner.
That will probably almost be your turn
Well-
unless you have something you're going to do, Autumn.
I mean, if I'm being held, no. So.
Okay. All right. That
Yeah,
ends
she's
your
basically
turn.
gonna grab you by the back of the neck and she'd be like, stop that.
All
Just
right.
grab his hair.
Don't pull the hair.
Let's see here. All right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. That it brings us to Surge.
All right, let's. Still in initiative sort of thing. I'm gonna walk out into the middle of the room.
Actually, before you do that,
At
occurs
least
to
you
me,
can see.
occurs to me that I really
Agree.
ought to roll something else here. So just give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Elephant.
Elephant enters the mines. Oh yeah.
No,
it's
it
just
takes
a dragon.
It takes 1 second to say the word elephant. I'm sorry, that is such a bad habit of mine.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Good to know. Hey, there's an interesting throw in. Okay. So
I'm
Surge,
so sorry. That's a family habit of mine.
Surge, as you step in, you kind of hear some rock tumbles from what seems to be a very tiny slit in the wall right here.
Wait, where now?
Here. Can you see my ping? Let's try that again. Pingy, pingy, pingy. Oh, you're not in the room.
No, I can't. Oh, there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Autumn. Enough.
Sure, people saw.
We get it, dude.
So,
All right,
you hear that?
I guess I'm gonna go over beside the hole or whatever you want to call it. Come on, roll 20, keep me still.
Sure.
And just blindly, I'm not looking around there. I just want to blindly stab the rapier in and see if I hit anything.
Okay. So you stab in. You
Love
don't
it.
hit anything. But it's very definitely there, a tunnel that seems to come through that little slit. Because your hand goes all the way into the tunnel, hitting no obstructions whatsoever.
All right. I will turn back around and yell, "They're getting away!" And then I want to go see the kobold who has the glowing arrow in him is right next to me. So I'm gonna go rip that out of him.
Yeah.
And so now I have my own light. Thank you.
Okay.
You could have asked for it at any point.
I love this.
Just saying.
I love it. I love what you're doing with this. This is awesome.
Oh, okay. Okay, I have the glowing arrow. How big is the tunnel? Like, could I feasibly get into it?
You could squeeze yourself into it. Yes. It
Like,
is
how tight of a
definitely thin.
squeeze?
Are
we talking like hands and knees, or doing the army crawl, or what?
It would be hands and knees, not an army crawl, but it would only to get into the tunnel. But you realize that once you're in it, it's not that bad to get through. It's about 4 feet by 4 feet, so you'd have to crawl a bunch, but you could get through. It would slow your movement a bit, but you could get into it.
All right, then I'm gonna start trying to get in there.
Okay. All right.
Somebody else can attempt to stop me eventually.
So we got 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. You know what? Actually, that's about as far as you can get right now. Unless your bonus action going too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you bonus action get all the way to here, and you can actually squeeze yourself through the slit in the wall right here. And can you see the things?
Yeah.
Marvelous.
I'm
exactly
assuming I'm seeing the one running away, too.
Yeah. That what you should see there, let me just make sure that actually matches. Yeah, what you see there, you can only assume is the one that was running away.
Okay, was that my action to pull the arrow out, or no?
No, it was your action to actually try to stab the darkness first.
All right. Okay, that's all my movement. Then I guess I'm just gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay.
And that's all I can do right now.
All right. Veltris, it's your turn. You are conscious, but you are currently prone.
She'll use half
Full
her
of
movement to
thorns.
stand up.
Okay.
And then she'll use all of her lay on hands. That'll give me 10 points back.
Nice. Okay. As you do so, you're kind of looking at your armor, seeing that it's got a lot more scrapes on it and blemishes than you're used to.
That's new. But that'll be it.
Okay. Marisol, it is your turn. Last thing you heard was Surge say they're getting away and then disappear around the corner with this glowing arrow in her hand.
The only thing is I can see the kobold from there.
What you do see, you know what? You could see the light, a light suddenly appear from behind that corner, or from around that corner as Surge kind of steps out into the open with that arrow. There is now light shining in from where you've already been, and you do see what appears to be a koboldish thing around the corner.
I'll walk over here, obviously see the kobold, and go up and do the 1-2.
Alrighty. Yeah? Go ahead and describe it.
I just, if anything, I just casually walk over and like before
Ooh.
I'm assuming this
Punch.
I'm assuming the kobold's distracted by the light, so I just like as soon as he whips his head back around, I just hold my spear out and he just slits his own throat with the movement.
Oh,
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, and it happens exactly like that. And it's like it just is as it after it slits its own throat. It looks back to you with this weird look of surprise and awe. It says, "Ow," and falls. And you're out of initiative now.
Serge just comes running around the corner. Hey, by the way, Wendy, what was this mine for again?
This mine is a quartz mine, and you can see little veins of quartz all up in the walls all over the place too. But this it is kind of the main source of income according to Quartz Speaker.
All right, so Serge just comes running around the corner, and he's like covered head to toe in limes, just chalk dust from crawling through the tunnel. He looks down and just realizes, just gives a huge sigh. Not again.
Not again? Okay.
They keep getting away from me. I want to stab something.
I shrug and my spear.
You could go with a history check if you wanted to, Marisol.
Merci.
Or Arcana. I'll go for either one. Nope.
My history is better, but I don't really want to tempt fate with the roll.
Yeah, quartz. As far as you know, for quartz, it's been used in cheap jewelry. So, Roman, as you step into where you are now, you look south, and you see this large area. At the very end of it, this hole that's here, that's actually not really a hole. I couldn't put it on the map very well, but it's actually the bottom of what looks to be a pit because it's straight up. It's a sheer rock face going straight up right there. But at the bottom of it is a bunch of spikes, much like the one you saw at the entrance to the mine as well. There is a rope dangling in front of that wall. And thinking a little bit about it, you guys have descended enough that probably goes up to about the same level that you guys entered in from. You also see very clearly another hallway here. In Donnie and Marisol, of course, Marisol, you've already seen this hallway a little bit there. The blankets and rugs that you see here looks to you to be that this must be the place that they tend to sleep most of the time. There's a couple of old raggedy dolls, a broken chest, little trinkets and things that these kobolds seem to have held for themselves.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll come back to the trinkets later.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna start by exploring down this tunnel thing.
Okie doke. What is everybody else doing at this point in time too?
Odin would like to keep pace with Roman.
Okay.
Can I loot the bodies?
You can certainly try. Roll an investigation check.
Okay, 1 second.
I was gonna
I'm
say that's
shocked.
kind of what I want to
Nobody
do
said
too.
Do it, Marisol.
I'm not looking so much for valuables. It's just like any indication on why these people might be here, like notes or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, let's have a look-see. Okay. Yeah, there is not a lot on these things. They barely even have what would be considered clothes. They're kind of raggedy. The things that the kobolds have look shiny, but aren't actually. They're like wood painted coins or gold painted wooden coins kind of things, or there's one ring that one of them has that on immediate inspection is obvious it's not actually got any sort of gems in it. It's like a shard of glass that's been placed in it or something like that instead. There's not a lot on these things, and there's not really a lot telling you much more. What you do actually look, Marisol, a little bit more at is the remnants of the shards of glass of the flasks that were thrown at you. You kind of look a little bit at the liquid, whatever liquid is left behind. Curious about what kind of thing would suddenly explode like that. But that's about as much as you guys get.
Wendy, they do have daggers on them, don't they?
No, I guess they do have daggers, yes.
Are they like really crappy, cheap made daggers, or are they like decent, halfway decent to use?
These would probably not stand up to the standards that you would normally have experienced daggers looking like. They'll look a little bit rusted, dirty. Blood. A couple of them will have some stains of blood on it, but there's not a lot of heft to them. They're just your standard, crappily made daggers.
All right, I'm still gonna take a couple of them.
Sure.
I was gonna say I would like to take at least one as sort of a token to show. Their prison shifts. Yeah.
Okay, so
But
there
yeah,
are...
I would like to take one as basically like not quite as grisly as a trophy, but like a token to show that we have done what we were setting out to do.
Okay, so there are 5 daggers total. You guys can just decide how many of them you're going to take.
I only want one.
I'm taking 2.
There you go.
And the sheaths, just to note.
Okay. Belters, anything that you're doing at this point?
No.
Okay, doke.
What do I find at the end of this tunnel?
At the end of that tunnel, you do see it kind of curve off into something off to the right.
Guess I'll continue exploring. I'm assuming I notice Odin behind me.
You'll know that. You can sense his presence there for sure.
Okay, I guess I'll take a couple steps forward.
Okay, as you do, you can actually see around the corner, you see a table with a whole bunch of implements and books and such, but on the other side of it is a kobold that also slings something at you.
Oh, wonderful.
Oops.
Okay.
Hang on, I clicked the wrong button. I got all sorts of things popping up on my screen because I clicked one wrong button. Boo. All right. Yeah, so you...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll hit. Surprising. It hits.
Yeah, so he manages to just get... You could actually kind of hear it whir, and then just he lets it loose, and a stone-like object smacks you in the forehead for 5 points of damage.
Well, alrighty then.
And we can have... Well, what's your... Let's see if we could do this without too much initiative, because you guys are all investigating things back there. You guys haven't really done much with Roman or Autumn. But Autumn, you'll notice that he will have taken something in the head too.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Roman, what's your immediate reaction?
Well, seeing him, I'm gonna cast Hold the Dead on him because, of course, I'm going to.
I was gonna say because of course.
Yeah, because of course. So I need a Wisdom save.
All right.
I like to imagine this is Roman's hellish rebuke.
All right.
Essentially.
Kind of.
Oh my
Yeah,
word.
he takes 6 points.
He is undamaged and he takes 6 points. So yeah, he is down. As that happens, as that bell kind of rings, you see another one kind of dash out around the corner and out of the room.
I guess I give chase.
Sure, you can if you'd like.
As
As you do,
I gotta see how movement works here. So, because I can't actually see this whole room. Oh, I can if I do this.
okay. Yeah, just get yourself a little bit, move yourself about 15 or 10 feet forward for a couple of moments. Everybody else, you've actually heard Roman go, ow, as something smacks up against him. And you swear in the distance you hear a bell. And then you look over to see Roman and Autumn, and they have, the last thing you see is Autumn darting around the corners, darting down that tunnel.
Oh, we've got more trouble. And
Alrighty.
idiots are running off.
Yep.
Can I finish my
Beltus
movement?
will
Yes, I'll let you finish your movement, and I'll let Autumn finish some more movement too, and then I'll get everybody else to do what they're going to do too.
One, it would put me there, I think. So I
Yeah,
think that would be my total movement.
Yeah, that checks out. As
Okay.
you're running through, you do see another table with a whole bunch of other implements on it too. Autumn, go ahead and do your movement if you're gonna do any more.
And well, there's a thing that's running away, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
I
ignore
assume,
the fancy things.
I assume Roman's got that because he's
Okay.
Roman.
Okay.
What the fuck is in this? What the fuck is all this shit?
Okay, we're gonna go for a fast perception check, and while you're perception checking, everybody else, what are you guys doing? I don't have Surge on my
Well,
screen at all. Where are you, Surge?
I can't move my token, and I can't see anything
no.
now.
Oh,
I tried reloading Roll20, and it cut my vision.
oh, that
Oh
sucked.
no.
Is that better? Will that work for you?
Yeah, that'll work.
Can
Sorry.
you move it? Can you move it now? Maybe it was just that you were stuck inside a
1
wall or
second.
something like that.
I was stuck inside a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're
okay,
moving it
I
now.
can move.
Sorry.
Sorry. Roll20 is lovely, isn't it?
It is interesting. Yeah, it
Yeah.
has its moments. Hey, quick question for you. You're still holding on to that arrow then, Surge?
Yeah, it's in the hand behind the shield.
Okay, perfect. So what are you and Donnie, Veltris, and Marisol doing?
Well, as soon as she has noticed that someone is running off, like some of them are running off like idiots without the rest of us, Indani is going to, like I said, remind them that they've got more trouble and take off.
Okay.
Did they go this
Yep,
way?
I'm
Because I couldn't
taking
really
off.
see.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Ugh.
Okay.
Lovely how the non-combatants or the non-melee combatants are the ones going head first into melee combat.
I know.
It's like you planned it or something.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. All right. And Veltris, what are you up to?
She's gonna follow.
Okay. All right. So then, Roman,
Oh,
Yes.
God.
are you going to carry on through?
Is Odom following me?
Sorry, no. Yeah. Odom. Well, if you're going to turn around and have a peek see, actually, did we get your perception check yet, Autumn? We didn't get your perception check yet.
I was gonna ask if I could investigate instead.
Okay, that'll actually take a turn. At which point, Roman.
That's my plan.
Okay, Roman,
that's my
that'll
plan.
be obvious that Autumn is not following you.
Okay then. That's fine.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't have any spell slots, so I can't quite do that. Okay. So I guess then I'm just gonna take a step forward and peek around this corner.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna
I
see
see
some
a
stuff
thing.
then. You're
I
definitely
see
gonna see
two
some stuff.
things.
Okay, so what you see. Let's see here. I gotta get this. As you look in there, you see a massive pile of coins, gems. You can see a book hidden in the pile, a chest. There's some pieces of artwork and sculptures. There's you think you see some clothing in there. On top of this massive pile of stuff is a there's a kobold there. It's definitely a kobold, but what's really weird about it is it's got wings, but they're not natural wings. It looks almost like wooden wings. And he is petting what seems to be a giant red lizard.
Oh.
Sweet Lord.
The
Well
red
then.
lizard is looking directly at the entrance to this room. You can only barely see them because there is stairs to see, but you can see down into the room to see just that much.
Okay. Where is this particular kobold looking? Same direction?
Same direction, yeah. Both of you guys are looking in the same area.
Okay. And you said that this kobold is sitting on top of this lizard?
It is sitting there beside it, petting it.
Beside the lizard. Okay. Well, I mean, they already know we're here. One of them just came sprinting down.
Yep.
So, well, I guess Toll the Dead is coming back out. I'm gonna do it on the kobold, because I might as well.
All right.
So I need a wisdom save from him.
Okay, let's make sure I got the right one here. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Wisdom save, you said?
Yes.
All right. There it is.
That's a fail.
That is a fail. And
That's
the
6
damage,
points.
6 points of damage. And you kind of look at him, and he kind of shakes his head a little bit. It's obvious that he took a good solid jolt to the brain as the bell rang, but he kind of shakes his head and says, "Ah, spells!"
Oh, he knows what's happening. Okay, that's even worse. I guess I'm then. Nope. I'm just gonna nope out of that one and turn back around and tell Odin. Yeah, there's quite a few more down there. And I'm just gonna sit tight then.
Alrighty then. He did say it in common. Yes, Marisol. Okay, so that is the end of your turn. Well, it's not really a
Yup.
turn. Autumn, you go ahead and do your investigation check. Everybody else, pop into the same room if you would like. You guys just can go into that
Okay.
first room that Autumn's looking in.
Oh, here we are. Hello. I'll just plink myself
Okay, so
over here.
Autumn, looking around the room, you see a whole bunch of implements and books, and it looks to you like there's somebody who's been trying to create strange contraptions. With you only assume could be their own versions of success. The only thing that you can easily identify is the flasks. There's 5 green flasks on one bench there, and those green flasks look like the same ones that were being launched around the corner by the kobolds that earlier on, the ones that blew up at Marisol's feet.
Would I recognize those as alchemist fire?
You can roll an Arcana check to see what that was. Yes, you know they are definitely alchemist fire.
Sick. I think then, as people come in, you see Autumn just kind of like picking them up, putting them in a bag.
Okay. Very carefully, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I understand what alchemist fire is.
Okay. I got to get this map up here so people can see this on the game. You guys are now all in this room together, and Roman's come back saying, yeah, there's a whole bunch more. What you gonna do?
Well, we need to
Marisol,
get
can we
them
switch
all out.
spots?
Well, I guess if everybody's here, I will inform them that there are lizards and kobolds with wooden wings.
I beg your pardon.
Do you think I understand kobold culture? There's lizards and kobolds with wooden wings.
Details, please.
Is that not detailed enough? What do you want to get into their color?
What kind of lizard?
How the hell should I know?
Are we
It's a
talking
lizard.
are we talking like a skink?
It's a big lizard.
How
A
big is
dragon?
big?
All right, hang on. Robin, roll a history
Yes.
check.
Oh boy, is this? This is nope. This is intelligence based.
Yep, that's intelligence.
Not as bad as I expected.
You're pretty certain this is a very young dragon.
Oh,
Oh,
Cool.
That's-
Yeah. Then reiterate, please, real quick.
yes, indeed I will. Yeah, definitely big enough to be a small dragon.
What color?
Red.
Okay. Well,
Actually, hold on 1 second. Hold up. Was he only seeing the lizard with his dark vision?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then
you're
he
right, you
wouldn't
won't
know
the
what color it is.
You're right. You don't know what the color is.
Oh, yeah. Then I can't. I guess I'll tell them gray because that's not a color. That's a dragon.
did you get a good look at the skull?
Did I what?
Get a good look at the skull.
No, it's alive.
No, what? All right. Just-
let's just assume it's a dragon.
So, crazy plan.
Great.
So these little vials hold a lot of power within them. Marisol, I think you're aware of what these do to an extent.
Finish my test, so yeah.
if if 5 of us happen to charge down there and throw these bottles at the same time, presumably that would be quite devastating.
How many vials are there?
5.
Ah.
We're only going to be able to go single file, aren't we?
Yeah.
We just go as fast as we can.
I'm sure it's more than just the one kobold and the one lizard.
How heavy are those?
The alchemist
It's
fires.
a
Could could they perhaps be attached to an arrow and shot?
Not
Not
without
okay.
significant modification.
Alright. I don't know. That's why I asked.
Unless
I would
unless
assume
you
they're like
know how to make
softball
arrows,
size.
in which case I guess go for it.
I do not.
I assume they're about softball size. So pretty large.
What are you guys doing?
Does anyone have a better plan?
Really?
All right. I start handing out the vials.
Or do I feel like this is going to be
I hand out a vial to everyone else.
Okay.
I was going to say, I was waiting for that to become a thing.
I'm sorry, I have better things to do with my hands than throw shitty fire.
And we don't, I say, holding up rapier and arrow.
Magic.
Ooh.
Prestidigitation sparkles. I can make fire myself.
Okay, so how is this happening then?
I have an idea mechanically how this would work.
Okay.
I if anyone wants to like say no, that's stupid, Drew. Like ignore me then. Effectively, if we all just ready actions
Yeah.
and then have one player have it set up as I'm going to run in there, throw my vial at the first dragon I see.
Okay.
After said person runs in and does the same.
Okay.
And then you just chain it with the 5 of you.
All right. Well, then if that's the case, we're going to roll initiative to see who's going to do it in what order, unless you guys want to pick the order.
Well,
Donnie can go first. I mean, she doesn't think it's a good idea, so she'd be happy to be the first one to also book it the hell out again.
I think I have to go last.
Okay.
As the only person with any healing remaining.
A good call.
Well,
That-
there is
yeah.
6 of you and only 5 flasks, so there is also that.
I can be the no, I'm not saying that I'm not throwing a flask. I'm saying I'm the last person to throw a flask.
I think
I see.
Autumn's gonna go first, seeing as he doesn't actually have a flask, and I don't have to worry about like getting in someone else's way then.
Alrighty then. So, just give me 1 second. I need to see something here real quick. All right, cool. So, go ahead, Autumn, and try and throw your flask.
Autumn doesn't have a flask.
Autumn doesn't have a flask. Okay, so tell me what's going on.
Autumn is going to cast Lightning Brew,
Oh, okay.
which is Tasha's Caustic Brew, but with lightning instead of acid.
Right, okay. Go ahead and make your movement to do so.
I assume we're gonna get into like the most optimal position for like this before we actively do
Yeah,
stuff.
I want to see what you do first. To see where you're planning on doing it from. Okay, so before right there, at that point in time, I'm gonna pull you back here. And
I was just going full movement, so
yeah, that's good. I'm gonna pull. You're still gonna see all the same stuff anyway, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to get you to roll for me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Alrighty. So you manage to feel. You actually kind of step just about into view. You could kind of see one or two more creatures than you thought was going to actually be in there. And as you do, you feel the ground give out from underneath one of your feet, and you immediately reach back and grasp the stairs behind you before a large 30-foot drop disappears out from underneath you. There is now a 5-foot hole that is 5-foot wide hole that is 30 feet deep out in front of you. You manage to prevent yourself from falling down, just barely.
Well,
that's a yikes.
Autumn's gonna then turn around and say, "All right, try a different direction."
Different direction?
Different direction? What?
There were multiple entryways into that cavern.
You would have seen that for sure. Yeah.
But there's a big pit, and I don't want to risk jumping it and dying. Especially not going into a fight with a fucking dragon.
Okay, so this
Is
you
there
guys-
only one?
Dragon? Or
Yeah, dragon.
yes, only one that I saw. I did see a few kobolds in addition. But then I had to leap back before the ground beneath my feet disappeared.
I see. Well,
So-
I mean, I can try doing what I did before and peeking around and repeatedly ringing their brains.
I love that plan, except for the fact that that dragon almost certainly can breathe some sort of elemental fury on you.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the first time I peeked around the corner, it didn't even seem to particularly notice me.
That's fair.
But, I mean,
If it breathes fire, I believe I may be the best at withstanding any damage it can do.
All right.
We have no idea if it does or doesn't.
no, but we assume it does. That's how we stay alive.
Either way, I don't like our chances waiting in this room.
Well, you said that there's another entrance. Do you know where that other entrance might be?
I have some guesses based off of paths we saw on the way over here.
There's a passageway that I killed a kobold and we didn't take.
I
I
guess
would
we can
assume.
take a look that way.
Just give me a second. Just kind
No
of
problem.
leans back
Would it-
against the wall and
Would
sinks
it
to
not
the floor.
stand to reason that the other paths would also be trapped somehow?
There is the chance. Presumably, you would not have every passageway imaginable trapped, because that's a hazard for
And
yourself.
If there are multiple passageways, what are the chances we pick the right one?
From what it looked like, none of the other ones were staircases, which is a solid benefit on our side. Better lines of sight. We can,
I'm willing
by
to
all
take the other
means,
path.
we can charge down. There's just
I'm
a
gonna say
pit
at this
the
point,
bottom
and
of the
Donnie
stair.
is just gonna hike her flask up in her hand and say, "Fuck it."
Oh,
So hang on, and Donnie, what are you doing?
She's going down to throw the goddamn flask.
All
can
right,
I,
sitting
I
around
wanna
talking about
can I
it.
grab in Donnie's shoulder before she does that and say something to her?
you could
Good
try.
luck.
You can hear my bell. If I go the other way, and it does lead to the same room, how about you wait here until you hear my bell go off before you charge down there and possibly get yourself killed?
We are not splitting up. How stupid are you?
I'm in agreement with that. Splitting up is not a good idea. And if we want to get this done, we're going to move. Now.
From the tunnel, you hear, "Ah!" and some footfalls.
Assume they
From
are
which
leaping
tunnel?
over to attack us.
The tunnel that you guys have been kind of peeking around.
Oh, so there's like a kobold at my back now?
Roman,
Getting
roll for me
Yep.
a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, hey, I can do that.
I think it's wisdom.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I hope it's wisdom. I already rolled it.
Yeah, so you actually feel something kind of, your brain kind of starts to get a little bit cloudy. Your mind gets a little bit cloudy. And for a brief moment, you feel as though maybe these kobolds aren't all that bad after all.
Go.
And then you realize that this cloud inside your brain, you shake it off, and you're like, oh, that just happened. And then you hear the footfalls and jump back across again.
Okay. Well, that was an interesting feeling.
What?
Mhm.
How
One of
big
them
was
just
that?
jumped across. Huh? I
How-
didn't. I don't think I saw it. Did I?
I'm not asking you.
No.
I'm asking the wizard. How wide was the pit?
I believe it's 5 feet.
Yes. 5 feet wide, 30 feet deep.
Just jump it.
One of them is a caster, so
Once
I'm
again,
prepared for that.
fuck it. Get out of my way. And let's just get this shit done.
I'm not waiting anymore. I'm
And then
shoving
Donnie
people out
is
of the way and
going
running.
fucking down.
Okay, so
I'm
Indani,
following you.
Indani, you go ahead. You get to the hole.
I don't
which
know
is,
where it is.
Here's the
Here?
hole right there.
Okay, so yeah,
Okay.
stop here.
Okay.
And I'm running, so I'm gonna take a run and jump.
Okay.
I assume I make it because I got 10 feet. Oh,
you
there's a
do.
lot in here.
Yeah. Feel free to pick your
Alright.
target and throw.
You know what?
'Cause
Yep.
None of them sensed you coming. Okay, so that's your target.
Wait.
So
That's
Um,
is this the big kobold?
that is the what you okay. So let me get with that
Because I
then
didn't see
we're
this
gonna-
earlier.
Yeah, what you're gonna get here is not any chance to see much of anything except for that there are
I'm basically looking for the biggest target.
the biggest target is this guy right here.
Okay, then that's where I'm throwing.
Okay, so with that,
Biggest target, just flinging it there.
one moment here while I make sure I get that right information here for you. I think I have it, but I want to double check myself. Where is it? There it is.
Also, we now can see what color it is because my light's coming up.
That's right.
Well, I'm also much closer to it now.
Yeah, roll for me, please. It's an improvised weapon, so we're gonna throw a. Oh, I hate that it doesn't tell me. Improvised weapon. That's gonna be your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency on a roll 20.
Okay, so that is
So roll a d20, add your dex, add your proficiency. So that'll be
20 plus 4.
there. You go.
23!
Wow! Marvelous. That was bloody marvelous and not so
God.
great for me. So yeah, you managed to throw it and it lands right underneath its belly and explodes. Roll for me, please. I lost it already. I think it's a 2d6. Hang on. Nope. 1d4.
1d4.
No, that can't possibly be right because I did something different earlier on. Hang on a second. That was... Where did it go? Yeah, 1d4 1d4. Roll 1d4 for me, please.
Yoink. 2.
Okay. Yeah, 2 points. So it's a little bit of an explosion because it's only one, but it causes 2 points of damage to the thing. You thought it was going to be bigger because there was a much bigger explosion the last time, but there was 3 flasks.
That's true, too.
So this one here, it hits underneath the belly and scorches this large dragon, and it just screeches out, "How dare you!" And now you're rolling initiative.
Was you about myself?
Yep.
Woo!
Everybody can roll the initiative in on this.
I will take that initiative.
Alrighty. Alright, here we go. Clunk. And clunk. And is that right there? Yeah, that's right there. Clunk. There. Oh, I have one of those guys still here too. Cool. That is him. That is a clunk. And then this guy here is that kind of a thing. Holy creatures, Batman. And then last one. There we go. All right, this is going to be a big one, guys. Here we go. Is everybody in?
Apparently.
Marisol, you get to be the first one who's going to either decide to chase in after them or not. Surge, I'm going to say that you have something that Alchemist Fire ready if you want to use that as part of your... Actually, you would have readied that, so if you wanted to, you could try and throw it in from where you are before we get this whole thing done, because I'd say you would have had that Alchemist Fire ready if you wanted to.
No, I'll hold it.
Okay, so Marisol, it's your turn.
All right. Well, one of the kids ran in unprepared, and I'm out here. That's bad. So
2 of them ran in unprepared.
yeah, one of them, the problem kid. I'll use my movement to catch up. That's I'm assuming I can like clear Surge and get Donnie.
Yes, I'd say you could probably clear Surge. And how far have you moved so far? You've moved... How many feet have you moved so far? 5, 10, 15, 20 feet?
I'd have 20 left then.
Okay, so then yes, you could clear all that.
Okay. So I don't have any movement left. So I'll use the key point to do Step of the Wind and get over here, so hopefully away from the dragon, and try to hit this guy.
Sure, go for it. This guy here, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right. They do both hit. And yeah, he takes 9 points of damage. You hit him hard. And with the spear as well, you give him a pretty good stab, but he doesn't fall. He's a tougher dude, that one.
Still got Alchemist Fire, but I think that's all for me.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, so that brings us to the one that you just attacked, and he takes a stick with some sort of an insect on the end of it.
Ew.
Oh!
That's not good.
It's a,
Well,
it's
when
a
you were-
what?
It's
You
a
were
scorpion on
complaining
a
about
stick.
not rolling.
On a stick. That
Okay.
is probably the best thing I've ever seen.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, jeez. Okay. So you take... let's see here. Oh, jeez. I can't even have... That's a 0. Okay, so you take 1 point of damage. You feel this little bit of a prick on your skin from the end of the stick, and it... Like, it's kind of scratched you, but not enough to even make any damage. And you look at it, and you realize that there's some sort of a liquid on the edge of the scratch, too, but it doesn't seem to bother you at the moment. So, 1 point of damage altogether. That did not turn out the way I intended, but that's okay. Roman, it is, and yeah, it is your turn.
All right. Well,
Oh, yes, before that, this guy will say, "I got you, Valfyrix!" And anyway, and now it's your turn. And now, Marisol, you'll only understand that one because it's in Draconic.
Regardless, can you type that name in the chat, please?
I sure can.
Thank you.
where is this 5-foot pit?
The 5-foot pit is
Right
immediately in
between
front
me
of
and
Surge.
Okay, then I'll stop right behind Surge, and I can see this guy back here.
Sure. Yes, you
Is
can.
that the same one that I hit with Toll the Dead previously?
Nope.
All right. Well, he's gonna get hit with Toll the Dead anyways.
Okay.
So I need a Wisdom save.
That's which one is that guy here? That's this screen here, and that is a Wisdom save.
That's a fail.
That is a fail. So he takes 7 points of damage. He's wearing some armor, and you're noticing this as you're casting this, and you see him respond a bit to the bell. He doesn't seem to be too badly phased, and he just kind of sticks his tongue out and starts hissing at you.
Ah. Are either of the two friendlies that I can see in front of me injured visibly?
Yes. Surge is fairly actually, Surge, how are you damaged again? You were damaged by goblins, I think?
No, it was... I literally didn't get touched by the goblins. They were all hitting Indani.
Oh, right.
I got hit by the traps, and then one kobold daggered me.
Oh, that's right. So you see dagger wounds on Surge.
Ah. Okay. Well, I mean, they're being reckless, so I might as well try and fix it now. I'm going to use one of my healing lights on Surge.
Okay. And actually, let's see here. Can you post the information for healing light for me too, please?
Yes. I did double check it as a bonus action to do, so.
Yep. It's just, okay. Now that means you have one of those then, right?
I have a total of 2 currently because I'm still technically level 2. I've only used 1, so I have 1 remaining.
Okay, you feel as though you still have another.
Oh, well, that's neat.
This is how I make sure that level ups actually happen interestingly. Okay, so
Whoop, I love it.
That will be the end of your turn. Surge, you take 5 points of healing with that. And it is also your turn.
Okay. All right, let's get in here.
Jumping
Sorry,
across the
Roll20's
hole.
being slow.
fine.
Yep. Okay, so there's this many enemies in here. The dragon, or whatever it is precisely, since we don't know, has it like way above my head on this pile of coin.
Yes,
or no?
that's the bigger looking lizard thing. It looks giant, like a giant lizard with wings, and it is there, indeed. You also have a friendly engaged with these, with the other 2 that are at the top of the map.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. All right, then I'll move here and I guess attack the one that Marisol was beating on before.
Okay. So that is, yeah, go ahead and attack it. It looks pretty hurt. The other one looks actually pretty strong still. So if you want to change your target, you can still do that.
All right, then yeah, I'll change.
Okay. That. Ooh, I better double check to make sure that actually hits. What are you?
Please.
No, that's not the right one. Hang on. I'm pretty certain it does, but it just actually hits. You kind of sneak in past some of the ribs. You get 10 points of damage on him. Yeah, and he's not looking anywhere near as good as he was before. You got a good skewer in on him.
I would like to shake my head and then bonus action use my second wind.
Okay, go for it. And that would end your turn then, is that right?
Yeah, it would. By the way, Wendy, do you want me to add 3 to this or 2?
2.
2?
You're not fully
Okay.
leveled up yet, so just 2.
Okay, good deal. Yes, that's my turn.
Okay.
And Donnie's not currently on the initiative tracker. I just want to say that before we get too far into it.
We better roll that in Donnie. Somehow you missed it. Where are you? Where's the initiatives? Initiative, and Donnie.
She got a 21.15.
Okay, can I get you to roll again? I'll put you on the 21.15. I'll get you to do your turn right now.
She's currently not here.
Oh,
She just walked away. I wanted to say it before we got too far into it, and we missed her turn 3 or 4 times in a row
yeah, I'm
without
glad you did
realizing it.
because
So.
I did not see that at all. So, I am gonna hold off. Actually, she said she's gonna be right back. I'm gonna try and do something. Oh, you know what? I gotta wait because the next thing was gonna happen to her anyway. So, what I can do in the meantime, Autumn,
Yo.
you also start to notice a little bit of extra strength about you. I'd like you to add 1 extra spell slot to your first level spells, please.
Sure.
Alrighty. Which is going to be, it's kind of timed well, seeing as you're going to be one of the next ones up. Yeah, I'd like to be able to. Man, that dragon rolled really poopy. All right.
What a shame.
Yeah, I know, right? So that's too bad. I really wish I had caught that beforehand. I am going to get her on the initiative then while we're waiting. Indani, let's get your initiative going. Ooh, this is thinking really too hard for this. Array technology, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to roll her just to get her in there. So just give me a second. It's going to look weird. Okay. But it's actually going to be, what was it, 21 or 20? 21.15. All right. And Donnie, we want you back. Okay. I think you know what I'm going to do.
That was well timed.
And Donnie, you're back? Are you?
Sorry.
Okay. Hey, no, I screwed up apparently because you had a high initiative and it didn't make it onto the chart because I don't think you clicked your token when you rolled it first. So I'm going to get you to do your written initial turn right now. Otherwise,
Okay.
because that's going to change what I would have done here. So go ahead and do your turn right now, even though it's slightly out of the initiative order.
Okay. First thing, she would have moved away from the pit.
Okay.
And a little bit away from the dragon.
Okay.
And then she would have shot, because, oh shit, she already pissed it off. Kill it now!
Okie doke.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's only a 9.
I don't think that's going to penetrate the armor. Yeah, no. So the bow, so the arrow just kind of your aim was relatively true. It just was not penetrating through the scales.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, that would be it. So.
All right. So now it comes to this dude here. Now that you've done that, he's actually going to come at Marisol. And he is going to... Okay, let's go like this. We're going to go that and that. Oh,
Ooh.
how marvelous. Okay,
Ooh.
so he takes a stab at you with his spear, and as he does, it kind of glances in a very odd way off the wall. He kind of swings super wide, and it breaks in his hand, and so he gets really mad, and he swings at you swings at you with the back end of the spear like a club, and it just nothing, no damage to you, just kind of bounce, almost like it's bouncing off of you. That was, hang on, that was also with advantage. So that's it should have been with an advantage. So here we go for one more. This time I'm just gonna roll it once. Come on. There it is. Okay, good. I don't think a 13 hits still. Yeah. So what I said was is still true. Autumn, it's your turn.
Awesome. Autumn's gonna scurry on down.
Okay. The hole. You remember where the hole is?
I believe it's right here.
Yeah, that's totally right.
That's probably a bad decision. So I guess I'm just gonna cast magic missile at the big dragony boy.
The big guy all the way out here.
Yeah.
You can't see him from the angle that you're currently at. You can see this
Oh.
guy, and that's it. He's too
Oh,
far
I thought I
down.
could see him from there.
Yeah, the stairs, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I do nothing.
You
Because
can
I
still.
can't really see shit, and I'm
You
not.
can see the
I'm
guy
not wasting
right
spells
here.
on the little
Oh.
dude. I'm not wasting spells on little dudes.
He does not look like a little dude.
He's
actually-
smaller than the dragon, so I'm not wasting my spells on the little dude.
Not by a lot.
You could use a cantrip.
I
Just
don't have
me.
like any damaging cantrips at that range that
Ah,
are gonna
okay.
do anything here.
All right.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Then that brings us to our next dude here. This guy is, he's kind of getting surrounded and he doesn't like it. So he is going to cast. Boop. That is to Surge and Marisol, and because the guy is stupid and I rolled it before I realized what I was doing, my lovely little other kobold has to deal with it too. Can you guys all roll Constitution saving throws for me, please? Okay, you make it. Y'all make it. Ah! Oh, that was Surge. I thought that was me. Okay, Surge, you do not make it, so you take 1 point of damage as he kind of, as this kobold casts kind of lays out his hand, or puts out his hand and kind of blows something across his hand, and out from it comes this gray plume at you. And it kind of catches you right in the face, Surge. You take 1 point of poison damage.
Oh, ow. All right.
Okay. That will end its turn. And now it's the dragon.
Bye, guys.
15-foot cone. Okay.
Yep.
Yikes.
See ya.
TPK.
He is
Stop
not
it.
happy about this.
Stop it.
So he's
I've
gonna...
got the feeling that he's only really aiming at me because I
He's-
came in and tried to light him on fire.
Interestingly enough, he's a little disappointed at somebody else's. You actually hear him kind of snarl and says, "That one's mine," and takes a bite at Surge.
Oh.
Why? I'm sorry.
It's okay, I understand, but yeah, that misses.
Oh man! All right.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Just like you kind of feel bad,
But
but
you
at the
also
same
don't.
time you don't. Because thank God.
Oh my word. Let's see here. This is this one here. So, Indani, behind you comes a little guy compared to the rest of all of these guys, and it kind of swings at you. I got it, Valor for your axe, and he does. He gets you pretty
Oh
good,
shit! Yeah, he gets me.
and 5 points of damage too, just kind of right underneath the arm and into the rib cage. Takes a good solid stab. While he's doing that, the one that's kind of, well, you didn't actually notice this, he closes in behind you as well, and now he is going to also attack you with his spear, and it is with advantage because he's now got pack tactics. He takes a stab at you, but you've now been a little bit more aware of what's going on around you by not so much focused on the dragonly type thing. Because basically you've been stabbed in the side, and you managed to get around this guy really easily. Veltris, it is now your turn.
Is Ultra still here?
Oh,
If you are, you're muted.
Or just bad connection.
that's true. There were some. Yeah, I don't think he's muted. Uh-oh. May have lost him.
Austin, we can't hear you. Oh, I can't spell Austin either. Austin.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Lol.
I heard a noise.
Sorry about
noise.
that.
There we go.
It's okay.
So it is your turn, Austin.
Alrighty.
There's a
Oh.
dragon trying to bite my face. Help me.
Ironically, I'm the one that pissed him off.
I'm sure it'll all work out. If anything, you have another one, right?
Excuse me?
All right,
no, I'm
so-
kidding. Just go.
You have a hole right here that you can't jump, that you probably wouldn't be able to jump across, but you could, with the amount of movement you have left, make it here.
Alright. So right in front of Roman?
Yeah. Yeah, if you dashed, you could make it. Well, no, you couldn't because there's now something in your way.
I'll throw my flask at the one in front of the hole.
Absolutely. Roll a d20, add your dex and your proficiency.
Oh, wouldn't it be just a straight? No, wait, no.
Nah, it's an improvised
Right.
weapon.
Okay. I'm not proficient with improvised.
Well, everybody's. Well,
Alright.
yeah, good point. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
nobody's proficient with those.
Fair enough. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's still even so. With that roll, you can still roll your dex. What's your dex mod? Is your dex mod 0?
0.
Oh, okay, then
Yeah.
yeah, that's totally right. So you throw it, trying to get it underneath him, hoping that it's actually going to cause more damage from underneath, and it ends up going down the trap, or it's down the pit, and just you hear it explode down in the bit distance. You still have
Feels
a
bad.
bonus action available if you'd like it.
You know what? I don't have anything.
Okay.
Not as of yet.
Alrighty. Well, then we will go to Indani at this point in time.
Yep. Having been come up upon and stabbed, she's going to drop her bow at her feet and grab her short sword
Okay.
and try and ram it through this little shit's head.
Okay.
Because ow!
Roll to hit. Hits.
Oh, that's a 17 for 6 piercing damage.
It is dead. You basically you put it through the back of his throat.
That's kind of what I was aiming for. It's like, that's what you get, you little fucker.
And then you look to your right and you realize the little fucker to your right is not so little.
It's okay, I got the one that stabbed me. You're next, bitch.
Is that going to end your turn then?
Yep.
Marisol, you are up.
Alright, I am mega surrounded.
Just take out as many kobolds as you can.
Yeah. I'll
Aggressively boop all of them.
Aggressively poop. I love that so much.
I'll try to finish off the one in front of me, and then if I can manage it, also the one behind me. If
Sure.
the other one dies, hopefully.
Okay.
Never mind.
Neither one of those hit.
Oof.
Yeah, you're very distracted by the very big one standing behind you, the spelly one to your left, and not to mention the weird insect on the end of that stick. That was weird.
I love it.
Is that going to be all of your turn?
It's pretty much all I can do, so yeah.
Okie doke. That brings us to Stick Boy. Stick Boy is...
I'm too tired for this.
Okay, he is going to... Oh, interesting. No, I think I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go... Oh, man. You know what? I think I'm going to get this guy to do something slightly different because I think he's a little unhappy about where everything is so far. He's going to fling another flask, but this stuff isn't green. He's going to fling this at you. kind of hooks it off his pack. Does a 19 hit you, Marisol?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, who's throwing, Wendy?
This guy here, the very hurt dude, flings a flask of black liquid at you and causes you 7 points of acid damage, Marisol.
Hold up, isn't that a disadvantage because he's in melee?
He's also got pack tactics.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry.
So straight roll was right. So 7 points of damage, Marisol. Did you take it?
Yep.
Awesome. Roman, it is your turn.
Okay. This guy here in front of me.
Yes. Beefy boy.
Yeah, he's injured, correct?
Negatory.
Course not. Well, he hopefully will be soon. Because of course, told the dead.
Okie doke. Wisdom save, and that is this kind of a guy here.
Is that
It's
supposed
not
to
at
be with
advantage.
advantage?
Sorry, it wasn't supposed to be with advantage. So it's just a 5.
That's a fail.
That is a fail. So he is now damaged. Bell goes over top of his head and say, "Ah, that hurts!" And you hear from across the room, "I know, right?" That's Marisol who understands that. Autumn can understand it too.
Okay. I can see how many of my teammates in the room currently?
2 that you could probably see 3 of them actually.
Can I see Marisol?
Barely.
Okay. Well, since Marisol seems to be like getting pummeled from what I'm hearing from over here, I'm gonna use another one of my healing lights on her.
This would be your last one, I think, then, right?
Because
Because I believe you
not
used one
with.
from the goblins.
No, I didn't use any on the goblins.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then
I used my actual spell slots there,
okay, fair enough. So
which is why I'm out.
Yeah, go for your healing light on Marisol
Oh.
then. That's a nice roll. 5 points of healing for you
Yeah.
there, Marisol.
Thank you.
And that will end your turn then, Roman?
Yeah, because I'm not going to try and push past Veltris to jump this gap into another enemy combatant.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. He'd push you off. So, Surge, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
Dragon
This
Boy
is
is right
not
beside
good.
you. Yeah.
Well, this was not necessarily the smartest for action economy, but I'm doing it anyway because this is the biggest threat. So we're gonna try and stab the dragon.
Oof. Okay. Oh, I saw it try to get you a 19 and it didn't do it. Yeah, it does not hit. Cannot pierce the armor, the scaly armor of this dragon.
Then I'm gonna, let's see, it's dash, disengage, and hide, right, Zach?
Yes.
For cunning action, yes.
Yes. Okay, well, that doesn't help me.
And dodge. I
Wait,
believe.
can you? No.
No,
I
you
think it's
can't
just
dodge.
The 3.
No,
Boo.
not for cunning action.
No.
All right, then that's all I can do right now. Please don't kill me.
All right. Kobold Dragon Shield coming up. This guy here. Which one is this one? This one is... this is the one behind Marisol. Gonna take another couple of... Well, no, he doesn't have a spear anymore, so we can't do that. Well, shit. What is he gonna do? You know what? He's just gonna try and punch you. Yeah. Yeah, that seems right. Yeah, he's not going to hit you, even kind of, sort of. He takes a swing at you and loses his step. Oh, no, hang on. This is going to be fun. Let's throw a dexterity saving throw at this. He takes a left, because, of course, that's what villains do. And he... Yeah, he takes a swing with his left, and he totally whiffs. Punches the wall, causing him a point of damage, and almost loses his balance into the trap. into the pit.
Oh my god.
Catches himself before he does. Autumn, it's your turn.
Cool. I forgot I actually do have one damaging cantrip that is like
Aha.
usable for my current positioning. So I'm gonna chill touch the dude I can see.
Ooh, fun. That is the one that you can see. That definitely hits, despite his shield.
Boom!
1 point of damage. Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
There you go. 1 more point down. We get now to our Spelly dude. Spelly dude is still really close to people and doesn't like it. And so is going to... Actually, let's have a quick peek at this guy. Yeah, he's going to cast this guy at Surge 3 times.
Oh.
That, the first one hits, the other two are a big no.
Yeah, what's your... Oh, sweet. Okay, I thought that 15 was going to be close to it for sure. All right, so you take 10 points of damage from
Ow!
rays that come flying out of his hands. And you notice what's interesting about it is he doesn't actually even move. It just kind of comes his hands. It actually comes out of the spot between his eyes. Just 3 rays straight from there.
Well, if we don't have that HP from 3rd level, I'm down.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you wouldn't have the HP from 3rd level yet. No.
Then I'm unconscious.
All right. That brings us to the dragon.
Wait, hold up, Wendy.
That
I
can't
just
be
realized
right.
something.
Yeah, that can't be
That
right.
was... No, I was just realizing, that was the first attack that took me down, so I have 2 death saves now, don't I?
You would roll
Two
at
failed death
disadvantage, and they would both be misses still. So you wouldn't have hit you the other 2 times.
Okay. Sorry, I'm too tired for this.
Yeah, no, I think... Is that really your hit? Yeah, it is your hit points. No, you hang on. How much? What was your roll for your 3rd level hit points?
I honestly don't remember. I think it was a 6 and then +2 for my con.
Okay, fair enough then. Yeah, you would be down. Okay. Okay, so that guy is also dead there too, so he doesn't need to be on the initiative anymore. Dragon here. Kind of looks at you drop and snarls and smiles and says, "Good one," and then turns over to Indani.
Yep.
Also trying to bite. Doesn't really have the angle that he likes, so away we go. Oh, yeah. Interesting point. He goes to try to bite you,
Dear.
and as he bites you, he kind of snarls a little bit, missing you, and you look on the ground, you see a tooth. Why not?
Cool.
Because
If I survive, I'm
natural
gonna grab that.
this guy here, the one that's behind you, is also going to
Feels
try
like big if at this point.
and strikes at you twice with a spear.
Oh god.
First one
First
is
one
going to hit.
hits, second does not.
And that is 6 points of damage to you.
Okay.
That brings
Ow.
us to Veltris.
Possible horrible idea, but since I have such a long jumping range,
Aha.
would you allow me to do a tackling jump?
Yes, I would. This would
Oh
be
my
an
God.
athletics check to do so.
Yay, that's something I can actually be mildly decent at.
Don't fall
Hopefully.
into the fiery death pit.
I fall into the fucking hole.
Oh
my
no.
God.
Oh my god.
Why is all of my paladins and
Oh.
clerics useless?
Oh no. Hang on a second.
Mm.
Oh
Ouch!
god.
That's a long fall. And unfortunately, you're unconscious at the bottom of it.
All of my
fuck.
if I'm not a
Did-
barbarian or a monk, My characters are useless.
Did he drag the kobold with him?
I don't think he even made it across. I think he tripped
No, you
and
could,
just
I don't think that's true.
took a
Because
header in.
your regular long jump is significant. So you can easily make it across. It's whether or not you could have wrestled to grapple the dude on the other side. So you know what? Actually, this might not actually be a fall. Hang on a second. So if
thank
we're gonna
God.
actually do this raw, you make it across. You just let's see what Duder does here for his strength. See if he can push you back off into that hole. I did hit that, didn't I?
I didn't.
I'm not seeing anything.
I saw a bunch of dice.
There we go.
There it comes.
Yeah, so he holds. What is your strength modifier, please, Ultras?
+2.
+2. Okay, so then I am gonna get you to roll a dexterity saving throw for me. If it's a bit of a higher DC, but if it does, it's gonna slow your descent. There.
It's a net 20, so...
Oh, man, you know what? I'm just going to have this one fun. So you are in a very odd position. I'm going to have some fun with this because he just throws you off. You manage with that 20. I'm totally going to give this to you instead. You are going to hold on. Your feet are going to be on one side of the hole. Your hands are on the other, and you are looking straight down 30 feet, creating yourself as a human bridge across this hole.
I'm like doing the splits across it.
Yeah, you could do it the splits instead if you'd rather. I'm thinking like you're lying prone across this hole. So
I don't think.
what do you think you're gonna do?
I think legs spread far enough to span that.
No, it'll be his body. It'll be her body that's long enough to spread that. So you are holding yourself up across this hole. What do you do? You can still use your movement to get back up again on a safe part of the hole.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Okay.
Because all he would have to do is just give me a quick kick and I'm falling.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So, narrowly averting tragedy, it is now Indani's turn.
Oh.
Oh, fuck me. Well, I'm going down anyway. I'm at least going down a brave idiot. I'm going to try and stab the dragon.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh!
Yeah.
Well, at least
That
somebody
hits.
got it.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage. Make it high. That works a little bit. Yeah, you definitely, that time you get it, but you actually, it's because he's kind of opening his mouth ready to bite at you. You're actually able to get into the tender parts of the mouth. It sinks in.
Not today, bitch.
But it's still pretty strong, and now it's a little mad.
Well, I mean, it was already mad at me, so I mean, you know.
Anything else that you're going to do?
Nope, because I cannot survive I could not survive opportunity attack.
Alrighty. Marisol, you are up.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I don't know!
Pure chaos.
Pure chaos.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Just punch something.
By the way, Valtris, Roman, and Autumn, as I understand it, you guys still have an Alchemist Fire in your possession, right?
No, I
too.
have
I,
one.
Okay.
I have one.
Okay.
I think I'm the only person left who has one.
I've only had resolved 2 throws. No,
Oh,
actually, no,
okay.
that's not true.
Mine-
I've only resolved 1.
No.
Oh,
two.
No, I threw mine and it went into the pit.
Oh,
And
that's
mine
right,
went
too.
under the dragon.
That's right. Okay, so that is
Which
2.
initially
so there
pissed
are
it
3
off.
more. Okay, fair enough. Just
Has
making sure.
has that dragon been taking damage every turn?
No,
No. He only took damage this turn, and when I threw my fire under
that
him.
is actually a very good point.
He's,
so let me
he's
do
supposed to
that.
take a d4 at the start of every turn.
And he hasn't
Oh.
done any dexterity
Sure.
saving throws. You're right. So, thanks for catching that. He's going to have 4 more points of damage because he's actually on fire. Strangely enough, oh, hang on, he's fire resistant, so he's only going to take 2 of those damage. Fire resistant or
Hey.
fire immune?
Take it.
Fire.
Hoping he's not immune.
Immunity.
Oh, God.
Fire. So he is actually full health.
Oh,
All
shit.
right.
So that is
Well, no,
plus
he's not
2.
full health.
No, never got damaged by the fire. Not so he might
Yeah.
have flames on him, but he's not getting damaged by it.
Oh,
Marisol, it is your turn.
that's extra terrifying.
Okay. The alchemist fire, does it only do damage to one person when you throw it?
Yes.
Okay. Would it take a whole action for me to throw it?
It would.
Mhm.
I am, as your DM, going to guide you into remembering that it only caused 2 points of damage.
Yep.
You have
It was
fists.
not super effective.
You have fists.
Yeah, it is my
Yeah.
opinion that Marisol would probably have ignored, once realizing what the alchemist fire does, probably would just get rid of it.
Can I? Okay, this might be bending the rules a bit. Can I, like,
Alright.
free object interaction just toss it, like, over my shoulder?
While you're throwing it, while you're doing other things?
Yeah.
I'll allow it,
Please
sure.
no, please no.
Just like a mindless toss.
Yeah.
Like, literally just right over my shoulder.
Sure,
Those
which
things
way are
so
you?
expensive.
Who are you planning on attacking?
The guy behind me.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll your attack on the guy behind you.
Is it just a d20 plus,
Oh
dex?
no, I'll resolve that slightly differently. Go ahead and do your regular attacks.
Okay. I'll go for the guy in front of me then. Just really need to get him down.
Okay, hang on. This guy here or this guy here?
That guy.
Okay. That is a hit. That is not. But the first hit does kill him. You can feel his snout kind of cave in from underneath your pressure.
Okay. After seeing Surge go down, I just like roar and just like slug my fist back and like drive it straight through this kobold's face, and like his skull just cracks open around my fist.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna,
Get off.
I guess, whip around and try to hit the one that hits Surge and just completely miss though.
Okay.
Now about that alchemist fire.
Now, before you do that, let's see here. I am going to. I'm going to flavor this a bit. Your roar, unusually kind of, you feel a little bit more power kind of enter into your body. You've already noticed this once before when you caught that arrow, and that same kind of feeling comes back. Surge, for some strange reason, you feel a little bit of extra health coming back to you. Wait a second, you're back to consciousness. That's how it goes. Surge, give yourself 3 hit points for me, please. As Marisol, your
Thank you.
Marisol, your first time that you have ever used your, I'm looking for, I forget what it's called.
Hand feeling.
That's the one. Comes by way of your comes by way of the extra expulsion of your ki as you were doing things that way.
Ooh, that's
I'm-
cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll you a D. I'm gonna get you to roll a D4 as well, please.
Is that for the hands of healing or?
Nope, this is for something
Just
different.
roll it.
Okay. And I meant to have something, and Donnie do something for me as well. You hear the
Oh.
glass shatter behind you, and the fella behind you also kind of hiss. And Donnie, can you roll me a D4 as well, please?
I can, yes. Cat, get off the mouse. Thank you. Ta-da.
Marisol, would that be your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's all for me.
Oh, that guy's dead.
Is
So it's
this
gonna be.
This is a trick question.
Come on. I can't get this Cobalt Eventer off. There we go. Roman, it is your turn.
Okay.
So Indani, when your sword hit, you also felt the strange pulse come from your mind through your arm into your sword. You caused, and you see the eyelids of the dragon flutter just a little bit, as your first time ever producing psychic energy through your body. Okay.
And
Roman.
that's a once per turn thing, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
Roman,
Yeah.
go.
All right. Well, you know what? I feel like the dragon's probably a more important target than dealing with this kobold on the stairs. So I'm gonna toll the dead the dragon.
Okay.
So I need a wisdom save from it. And of course, the one damage I need is not high, but
Okay.
it fails. So it
does
takes
fail.
3. Yeah, it takes 3.
All right, 3 points of damage. It is still looking
And
buff as
then-
heck.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And I'm gonna spend my last healing light on Surge.
All right. So Surge takes 1 more healing light, which is 6 points of healing.
Max.
Nice.
Nicely
Thank
done.
you.
That'll also
I
take
have-
you to.
I have 2 units of healing left,
All right.
as in
so,
2 individual health points.
So
We got it.
Surge, it is your turn. It'll take half your movement to get up.
Okay, I'm up.
Okay.
The one who hit me with Scorching Ray, I am going to attempt to skewer.
Cool. That is not gonna hit. No,
Useless.
it kind of bounces off his wooden wings. Anything else for your turn?
There's nothing else I can do.
You have a bonus action, hide, dash, or dodge if you wished to.
It's there's
Not
no
dodge.
dodge. It's hide, dash, or disengage.
You're right. My bad. My bad. I wrote myself the wrong notes. Alrighty. So that brings us to this guy here who's just been trying to punch people and kind of threw Veltris off. You know what? He's going to have some fun with this. He's going to turn, kind of looking around, seeing that he's not in such bad shape. He's going to actually turn, look at Veltris across the hole, and just kind of stand there and roar at you, saying, "Come at me!" You have no idea what that means, but Marisol, it means "come at me." In Autumn, you would have heard that too. It is Autumn's turn.
Cool.
just
Still
asking
real
to
bad
be
positioning for
smited.
me, so chill touch.
Chill touch it is. There you go. That's a better roll.
Woo!
1 point of
Oh
damage.
my god.
How are you
Jesus
doing
Christ.
that?
All the bad luck has
Actually-
to go somewhere on our side.
Actually, seeing as I'm having some fun with this level up, I'm gonna try not to see here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so Autumn, I'm gonna give this heads up to you. You are how many spell slots do you think you have remaining for level 1?
One, I believe I have all of them currently
Okay.
because I got the one back.
Okay, so you only have 1 spell slot left. Is that what you're saying?
No, I have 3 spell slots still.
Okay. Okay. All right, fair enough then. The book that has been floating beside you, your spell book, opens on its own to its own page, to a page where you've been kind of scrawling some of your other notes about one of the other spells you know about, and you recognize it as your Misty Step spell.
Cool.
Ooh.
I can't see anywhere that is a legal target for it.
Misty Step? Oh, that's true. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just in a real bad position right now. I can't do a whole lot. I'm aware.
Isn't Misty Step 30 feet?
It is.
Yes, but
But he
there's
can't see
currently a
that.
staircase in the way
Yeah, a staircase and
and
two
a couple
people.
of walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to our other spellcaster on the other side of things, though, and he's gonna pull out a. Let's see here. He's gonna pull out a wand, kind of annoyed at noticing what had happened with Veltris earlier on, and sprouting from said wand, you guys see what appears to be vines, but they're not vines. They've got red scales all over them. Launch out to a area. Let's see here. I gotta be able to draw this. Around in through this region here. It's not as big as it's gonna be. It's gonna be right here. I didn't quite get that exactly the right size, but that's okay. And you guys, Veltris, Roman, and Autumn, I need you guys to all roll a strength saving throw, please. Okay, so Veltris and Autumn, you are able to get what these weird tendrils off of you, kind of break them off of you. Roman, on the other hand, you kind of get your hands tied, kind of caught up in it. You are restrained by what only can be described as disembodied dragon's tails.
Weird.
Oh.
Yummy.
So you
Can I still cast spells?
You have a restrained condition.
I believe restrained just nullifies movement.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. I'm just gonna double check it. Restrained becomes 0. Movement becomes 0. Attack rolls against you attack rolls on you have advantage. Attack rolls that you make have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
So I still have full use of my hands.
That is correct. Yes, you do. So you are restrained.
Okay.
Okay. Dragon's turn. Dragon is going to try and chomp again at Indani.
Oh, please fail.
It's got a big plus on it. 13 hit?
I think yes. Yes, it does.
It
Shit.
just does. Yeah, okay. So
Yep.
that's going to be a bit of damage to you.
Yep.
Yeah, and as it bites into your arm, you can feel the heat kind of course through the teeth.
I have
And you fall.
Fire
Oh.
resistance.
You have fire resistance. That's right. So it's only
I have
6 points of damage.
Single point health point left.
All right. And then one more to try and attack you with a spear. Same person. Still Indani.
Wait, have you used your hellish rebuke? Do you have hellish rebuke?
It's fire damage.
Oh yeah, it is. Never mind.
No, I only have hellish resistance,
Alrighty.
which is
Is
my
it third
resistance to
level?
fire
Like a third
damage.
level?
Yeah, she is not your standard tiefling.
Oh sure.
Okay.
That's true too.
So, that does not
Yes.
hit. And that also does not hit, and the spear breaks in his hands.
Get
Veltris,
fucked,
it
boy.
is your turn.
I really want to smite him, but I need to be over there. Can I get him to make a wisdom save for me?
This is the kobold that's right in front of you, or the dragon?
Yes. The kobold.
Okie doke. And what is your
DC 13.
DC 13? Make it awesome. Yeah! What's your command?
Walk.
Alright. Let's see here. Spells. Target must succeed on wisdom. If you nice.
So yeah, she basically just commands him to walk.
On his next turn. Okay. So
Yeah, and that'll be all for now, since his face is still in the way.
Okie doke. Indani, it is your turn.
Oh, the weakest stab ever to stab. Full on, soaked in her own blood, staring this dragon down after it probably sank its teeth into her off arm that she raised to help try and defend herself. It just looks him in the eye and be like, that's a 16 to hit.
It does not hit.
Shit.
It bounces off the armor.
That's all I got.
All right. Marisol, it is your turn.
Just standing here watching my kids get murdered, but yeah. I will turn to the guy behind me, and hopefully kill him with this. We'll see how this goes.
Okay. Flavoring time. By the way, while we're at this, his shield is facing the wrong way. He's not even looking at you. And so your spear just gets behind the shield. As you make contact with him on the next one, you do describe which type of move you would use to hit him.
A really, really quick jab, aim for the neck, and I'm also trying to hit him in the temple with like 2 fingers simultaneously.
Okay. So doing that is enough to knock him off his game, and he's going to step forward. He's going to try to grasp himself. Doing so, unfortunately for her forward, considering what he was facing already, is a hole.
A fiery hole.
Not a fiery hole, a deep and dark hole.
Didn't someone drop their alchemist fire down
Yeah,
there?
I mean-
Oh, that is true. That is true.
It's a fiery hell pit.
Yeah, that would have made it really bad if I had fallen in.
16,
Yeah.
26
Yeah.
points of damage to this thing. As it falls, you can hear flump, 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 and and a little bit of sizzle. It is now Roman's turn. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Is I kind of jumped the gun. Marisol, do you have anything else you got to do?
Did those 2 attacks like kill him, or did the fall damage kill him?
Neither
I
killed him. He's still alive.
He's just way
okay.
down there.
He just fell down the trap. You knocked him
Alright,
off
so
a step. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm assuming then that I couldn't have like redirected those attacks from the spellcaster behind me.
No, because you needed both of those attacks to make that happen.
Okay. Yeah, do I want to take the attack of opportunity? Sure, fuck it. I'm gonna go over here and take whatever I need in order to help Indani out.
Okay. All he's got available for that is this. So he takes his attack. And he does that. I'm gonna bet that hits. Yeah. So you're.
Yep.
Yeah. He kind of swipes at you, kind of cuts against you as you start stepping away. 3 points of damage. So Roman, it is your turn. You are restrained.
And that is fine. I don't feel like dealing with that, because it doesn't hinder me in any way whatsoever. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing and told the dead the dragon again.
Okay. Wisdom save
And
for the
just hope-
dragon.
Yep.
Oh god.
Man,
That's a
okay.
fail.
8 points of damage to
8
the dragon.
points.
Alrighty. That brings us to Surge.
Okay, once more with feeling. Please.
Wow, that was not a play for the band teacher at all. Nicely done. That does hit.
Finally. Else, unfortunately, my sneak attack person left.
Yeah,
So ignore the sneak.
but 8 points of damage. It's looking pretty hurt. That'll end your turn then?
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to a... Who is that one? Oh, that's the one that's in the trap. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see here. Huzzah. Okay. Veltris, you're noticing he's trying to climb up. Autumn, it is your turn. Oh, but he also takes damage at the beginning of his turn because he's now on fire.
In fairness, I'd want to climb out of there too.
Wouldn't my spell still technically take effect, or would the damage have negated?
Which spell was that one, please?
My command. So when unless he's just walking.
Yeah, he's just walking. He's doing the best that he can follow the command, which is to climb so that he can walk.
All right. He just starts walking into a wall.
I want to see that.
Oh, I got to do a concentration check on that dude too, because you just caused him some damage. And he fails it. So, Roman, you are now actually free. All those dragon's tails disappear.
That's okay. I mean, I have people in my way anyways.
Autumn, it's your turn.
Yup. That's my turn.
You can move past friendlies.
Yeah, but it's double movement, and I don't have the movement to clear the jump.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And-
It's not double movement for me.
Oh. I thought that's where we were playing it. All right.
No.
Then I jump in.
All right.
Huzzah. And I'm gonna Tasha's lightning brew.
Okay.
The dragon at the dragon.
Okay. Tasha's lightning brew.
So I need a dex save.
Okay. For the dragon, hey? Dex save.
Mhm.
Here it comes.
Hey.
Yeah, totally misses it. 30-foot line. Takes 5 points of damage. Alrighty.
At the start of each of its turns, so not right now.
Oh, good point. Okay, I better mark that down for myself here then. So, I'm just going to do that. That'll help me remember. Okay, so. All right, that brings us to the one that is currently attacking Indani. No, it's not. That is not the right person. I'm sorry. We're back to our spellcaster, who casts, now that he sees this Tasha's Caustic Brew come barreling out, he's going to cast this at Autumn. I don't think that hits you, does it, Autumn? Nope, just
barely. Barely doesn't hit.
Barely doesn't hit. And that brings us to our dragon, who is now kind of upset about what's going on in the room. Risks a couple of attacks of opportunity.
It also takes 5. It takes the 5 damage now.
Yeah, it did take its 5 damage. So Indani and Marisol, go ahead and do your yeah, that's the stuff.
I miss.
Neither of them hit, unfortunately. Kind of glancing, sparking off the short sword sparks off the scales. You can kind of see it's kind of rearing up to start to breathe out at you. It's only going to be Marisol and Indani who get this.
Of course. Goodbye, friends.
Roll me a dex save.
14.
Marisol does not make it, unfortunately.
Oh no.
I'm down regardless.
Yep.
just have to see if you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so 11 points. So no, you are not dead. You're just down, Indani. Ditto for Marisol. You guys are both down.
Question.
Yes.
That exceeds my hit point maximum. Am I like dead?
That won't exceed your hit point maximum, will it?
Well, currently, if we're going by having like level 2, my hit point maximum is 17.
It has to go above your hit point maximum in the negatives.
Yes. So no, it didn't. You'd have to. It would have had to have been 29 points of damage to have actually killed you outright.
Okay, then I'm
Yeah.
not down. With a scream, I get right back up with relentless endurance.
Yeah.
Whoop
Nice.
whoop!
All right, bring it back.
Meanwhile, I'm just down for the count over here. Just gone.
That's oh yeah.
you
sorry,
actually
yeah.
only took 5 points of damage from that.
That's pretty good. Okay, so that brings us to something funky happened with my order there. Veltris, you're up.
Odom duck.
Duck. I mean, I'm only 4 foot. Like, you got clearance.
But yeah, still, just to make sure and possibly be ready to catch. She's gonna try and jump again.
What's your strength mod?
It's a +2. I have 15 total.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and make your jump. This is going to be
Alright.
an athletics check.
Don't you dare be another nat 1.
Don't say shit like that. Don't say shit like that.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. You definitely clear all the way across.
He intimidated the dice into rolling well.
All right.
If only we could all do that.
How much movement would that have?
10 feet.
10 feet. So
Dashing is an option, I think.
How much more do you need? Where are you trying to get to? Yeah, you can make it all the way
I
there.
was. Yeah. I'm gonna go aggressively boop the dragon.
All right. Aggressively boop said dragon. Yeah, that hits. 7 points of aggressive boopage.
Yes. Get booped.
All right. Indani, I need a death saving throw, please.
Yep.
And then Marisol, it'll be your turn.
Duh.
That's 1 success.
Alright. I'm single-minded, race over behind the dragon, skid around behind its tail, and I'm so glad for advantage right now. Please hit.
Yes. Come on, rolls.
I'm also expending a key point to do flurry of blows.
Okie doke.
Thank you.
All right. They all hit.
Nice.
15 plus 11 is 26 points of damage as you basically rage kick this dragon. It is now actually looking kind of hurt.
Okay. Sorry, I just want to flavor it a bit more.
Bring
I
it.
just literally just slide past Veltris and drag my spear along its the dragon's legs, hoping to like hit any sort of like muscle tissue especially. And then once I'm right behind it, I rear around and kick out its back legs, and then flip back up to my feet and straight up like roar at this thing.
Alrighty. Based on said flavor. Yeah, he keeps his balance. But okay, so Every time you make contact with the outside shells or outside scales of this dragon, you can feel the heat pulsing through the scales into your fists. Roman, it is your turn.
Okay. Since I have the space to make a running jump over Odom, do I also have to make the athletics check?
You do, yes, because it's still a long jump with a slight barrier in the way.
Okay.
It's a low DC though, because you don't have as many problems.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'm gonna try for it because I kind of have to.
Okay.
So athletics.
That made it. That was the barrel.
Okay.
Like that was right there. Had to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then I'm gonna take after I land, I'm gonna take my movement over to here.
Okay.
And use literally the last bit of healing I actually have, and use my racial healing hands
Nice.
to give Indani. It's supposed to only be 2 points because I'm only level 2 technically.
Okay, so you are at 2 hit points then, Indani, and conscious and prone.
Yes.
Is that your whole turn then, Roman?
Yeah, because healing hands is an action.
Surge, you are up.
All right. Screw this guy. I'm gonna yell at Odom. Hey, take care of this one and disengage and move over here.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Dice gods, please. Please, please.
You'll have advantage with this. I'll take that for sure. You won't need
Wait.
it though.
Oh, okay.
Roll it to see if you get a crit. See what happens. Okay, that's all right.
I don't.
Go ahead and roll your damage. With sneak, go ahead and describe it.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I would like to charge up full kilter straight up and jump up and with one hand just stab the rapier all the way into the neck.
Okay, yeah. You could feel the heat pulsing through the rapier into your hand, but you could also hear the gargling. It's a very strange gravelly sound of this gargle because it's half flame, half gargle as you do so, and the thing falls limp underneath your attack. One dragon down.
Wow.
A couple more to go. The dragon shield kobold that is currently in the pit takes 3 more fire damage and then falls all the way down to the pit and dies. Ha! Okay, that was a lot of fun. Autumn, it's your turn.
I'd like to hurt this guy.
All right.
Magic missile.
First one kills him. You two.
Then the other 2 over here.
5 more points of damage to Buddy, who hasn't seen any damage since he had a bell hit his head once. That brings us to... Are you moving at all?
I was a little distracted.
Yeah. I'm gonna head up over here.
Okie doke. And that brings us to... no, that one's dead. The dragon wormling's dead. One dragon shield... what's he gonna do? He's gonna see like, oh crap, his dragon dude is now dead. Now he's going to try and run right around you guys and just dash right the heck out.
Come on, trip over me. No, he's running the other way. Never mind.
Yeah.
Get him. Get him. Make your attack an opportunity.
There was none. He ran her all the way clear around you guys.
And Donnie's still
Indani.
prone.
Oh
But
yeah.
she's still she's awake.
Yeah, and Donnie, go ahead and roll it with the disadvantage though, because you are prone.
Yeah. Kerstab. Oops.
Oh.
Good
Nope.
try.
Bit of a miss. It is Veltris's turn.
Pretty sure I just dropped my sword hilt first onto my face.
Nah, your +2 solved that. Saved that for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can actually get all the way to him with one movement if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'll continue to follow.
Okay. So, considering how late we are, here's what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pause us here. And I'm going to say that, first of all, Veltris and everybody else who is still conscious, you guys are going to end up swarming this guy because he's going to get to the plugged hole you have at the other end of that tunnel.
Oh,
God.
see,
Got
it
him.
was
And
worth
you're just
taking
going
the
to whale
time.
it down. And so, ladies and gents, that's where we're going to call this session. Quite a bit later than we should have, but that's okay. Wow, you guys just killed your first dragon.
We just killed a
Yay!
fucking dragon,
Nobody
guys.
died.
Yeah, and I have no idea what's going to happen next, but we're going to call her there and say, first of all, thank you guys, all who've joined in somewhere along the way for this. Went a little bit longer than we meant to, but we needed to see this guy resolved, so huzzah, and
Huzzah and hooray.
huzzah and hooray, and thank you guys very much for joining. Have a wonderful evening.